Hello again and welcome to another Warhammer 40k Mordy and Glory battle report. Today we'll be doing a 2,000 point matched play game. It will be the Death Guard versus the Steel Legion. The legions of the Death Guard march forth on this blighted world, and there is only one force of guard that can possibly match them. One force that won't get infected by their vile toxins, and that is the Armageddon Steel Legion. All of these troopers will be armed with rebreathers to filter out Papa Nurgle's gifts, and thanks to their biohazard suits, they should be able to cleanse this area of Nurgle's rot. Let's see how it goes. We'll get into the lists. Let's see what both players are bringing today. So today, guys, I am going to be, surprise, running a 2,000 point army of the new Astra Militarum using the 9th edition codex. Now, I thought I'd go for something a little bit different this week. The last few battle reports you've seen me use a pure infantry army or a hybrid guard army. Today I thought it was time to use an armoured force, and I've gone for my classic Steel Legion. Lots of mechanised infantry backed up by some heavy armour. So at the start of this list I have got 2 detachments. I've got a battalion and I've got a patrol. Both detachments are going to have the same regimental doctrines. I'm going to go for mechanized infantry so I can move and then disembark my infantry. And I'm also going to go for elite sharpshooters, which gives me a free reroll for every single unit. Now, across the 2 detachments, my army is going to include the following units. So I'm going to have 2 tank commanders. Both of these are going to have Vantry cannons, and they're going to have las cannons in the hull, and they're going to have 2 heavy bolts on the side. One of them is going to have an extra heavy stubber, and one of them is going to have an extra storm bolter, because that's what they're modelled with, and it's just cool. I then also got in my HQ choices a command squad, and they've just got a banner, a medic, a voxcaster. I think I've chucked a flavor in there as well. They're really just there so I can do some long range orders and inflexible command. I've also gone for a Castellan, and the Castellan is just going to be run just bare bones. There's nothing else that I need to put on him. He's just going to be giving some reroll ones out and helping me with some cheeky early special orders as well. So that is my HQs. Moving on to the troops, very simple. I've got 6 squads of Cadian shock troopers today. Of course, I'm going to be using my Armageddon Steel Legion models because I just love those old school metal models. Each squad is going to have a sergeant with an autogun. We're then going to have a plasma gun, and we're going to have a grenade launcher in each squad. Now, the reason I've gone for those options is because there is sort of rumours at the moment that the Cadian shock troops aren't going to be able to double up on special weapons going forward. I'm not sure if that's the case, but at the end of the day, I don't actually own 12 plasma guns for my Armageddon Steel Legion, but I do have a crap load of the old school grenade launcher. I thought, you know what, I'll chuck some grenade launchers in there. They'll be all right. I did originally sort of slag grenade launchers off quite badly, but I've actually used them in a few games now, and they're okay. When you give them take aim, 8-2, they're fine. So that's what I've got in each one of those squads. Of course, there's a voxcaster in there as well. Each squad is going to have a Chimera, and we've gone for the classic Mordy and Glory Armageddon Steel Legion Chimeras today. Every single one of them is rocking double heavy bolter, 1 in the turret, 1 in the hull, and we've chucked a heavy stubber on top there. Get on that 50! It's time to use the gun from 1919 in the year 40,000. So they are the troops in their Chimeras. I've then got a few fast attack choices, so I've gone for 2 Sentinels, I've gone for 2 Armoured Sentinels, and I've given both of them las cannons. I had a few points left over, and I do really like Sentinels in the new codex. They are pretty good mobile fire support platforms, and of course, they can be given take aim, so having las cannons hitting on a 3 is very nice. And then I also took 5 Rough Riders. Now, I'm using the old Death Rider models to represent these guys. The base size probably isn't 100% accurate, but it doesn't really matter. It's just a bit of a fun game. But the main thing is to actually just show them off. I only have 5 Death Riders at the moment, but they also fit in really nicely with the colour scheme of the army, so they should look pretty nice on the tabletop. And hopefully we'll finally get to see one of these proper new codex units in action. After that, I have got a couple of heavy support choices, and I've gone for 2 Lehman Russ battle tanks. Both of them have got the execution plasma cannons on top, and I thought, you know what, if you're going to go plasma, you're going plasma all the way, and so I took some plasma sponsons on the side and some hull heavy bolters in the front. They are my plasmary Dakari tanks, and hopefully they're going to do a lot of damage to the Death Guard today. And then last but certainly not least, I had a couple of points left over, so I chucked in an engine seer. I mean, I'm running so many tanks. I think I've got like 12 vehicles, including the Sentinels. It would be rude not to stick an engine steer in there. Also, it's going to be cool to see how his Fabulous and Vulnerable save buff works in this game. So hopefully that'll be quite good. But that is my list in total. We've got 12 vehicles, 5 cavalry, 67 infantry, including the characters. And hopefully it should be a lot of fun. So it's great to see the Steel Legion out again. I have missed using them. Of course, I've used some of their tanks in my battle report, but I haven't got the full 234th Mechanized Dragoons out in a while. So hopefully they're going to do pretty well on the tabletop. But that is my army list. Now let's see what we're facing off against today.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another Mordy and Glory battle report. It is I, Thomas, the Custodian Guard himself, although today I am not running the Custodian Guard, or Custodies. I am running the Death Guard, the Plague of Nurgle, the Grandfather himself.
Oh God, he knows more than one stupid voice.
Yes, get used to it. I am running a Terminus Est battalion for the Death Guard, 2,000 points, 1 CP. And yes, let's get to it because they have some nice little bonuses. The Terminus Est list gets special psychic powers and also buffs to the Poxwalkers. If you don't already know, it's an army of renown for the Death Guard. They can't use any vehicles or anything like that. It's pure infantry, baby. Pure infantry. I can hear Tim creaming himself in the corner.
I wish I had pure infantry today.
But yes, let's go through the HQs. So to start off with, I've brought Callus Typhon, Typhus, the Herald of Nurgle himself today in this detachment because it's not a Terminus Est list about Typhus. He has 2 Warlord traits. One of them's really bad, Shamble Rot. You basically just give a dude a mortal wound at the end of the term if you hear him. Okay. And then the other one is the Lord of Death Aura, I think it's called. And basically anything within 6 inches with leadership 7 or less loses OBSEC, and I get +1 attack as well against units. +1 attack base, not if the leadership 7 or anything like that. And Typhus also knows 3 special powers. He knows Smite, because every Psyker knows Smite, and if you're a Psyker, well, you need to know Smite to become a Psyker. And then he's got 2 special powers from the Terminus Est list. The first one is called Perennius Deus. So basically, it's a 6-inch cast, and people can re-roll the plague weapons. Pretty nice, decent, you know, if you've got a lot of plague weapons around you. Then he has Rotwind, which I point to a thing I don't like, for example, the Vanquisher Cannon. And I say, that thing has 2 less AP on it, because I don't like it. And so I get an invulnerable save then. Yes, very nice.
You know it's still AP5, right?
Yeah, but I'll be on a 4-up if everything goes well. And then moving on, I have the Malignant Bladecaster. He's just there to buff up my Blightlord Terminators. He has Miasma of Pestilence, so -1 to hit. Aura? No, -1 to hit just all the times. And then he also has Putrescent Vitality. So that's +1 strength and +1 toughness, and that's very nice. So tough, juicy targets. And then for my third HQ, I have brought a Demonic Prince of Nurgle, the Demonic Nurgle Demon Prince, the biggest Nurgling himself.
The Demon Prince.
The Demon Prince.
The Prince of Demons.
The Demon Prince. The Prince of Demons. Yes. He has wings.
I'm sorry for encouraging him.
I wasn't going to do that, but Tim encouraged me to do it. Yes, so he has a Warlord trait and a relic on him. He has disgustingly resilient, which is his Warlord trait, so 5 up feel the pain. I really hope there's no banner in this list. And then he also has the Plague Skull of Goliath, which is very fitting for Nurgle. It's basically a grenade that deals a load of mortal wounds, which is really nice. And then he knows a psychic power called Curse of the Leper, which is I roll 7 d6 dice, and I think if I beat their toughness, they suffer a mortal wound, which is pretty nice. So he's just a mortal wound machine. He's a beast.
What stuff is my tanks, Tom?
7. But if I get up, oh, bollocks. Oh, no, why am I always fooled? Anyway, that is my HQ choices. That's all 3 of them. Pretty nice. I like them. Moving on to the troops. And I have 4 units of 20 Poxwalkers. I have 80 Poxwalkers in total. They're chaff, but they're really fun to use because, like, the whole reason I like Death Guard is Poxwalkers, because having shambling zombies just running at people and everyone's going, ah, is amazing. And in this list, they get loads of bonuses. I'll run them through the game, and they'll pop up during the battle report as well. And then moving on to that, I've got 1 squad of 10 Plague Marines. Now, I'm not going to run through all of the little bits and weapons on them because there's so many, because you can literally upgrade everybody with a special weapon. Now, it's kind of silly. And also, we're probably not going to film them in combat because it's horrendously long. The battle report will be 3 hours, 5 million hours long, something like that. So yes, I've got 10 units, 10-man squad of Plague Marines. Really good. I like them. Plague Marines are really good now. Amazing. Plus Armour of Contempt. Why don't my custodians have Armour of Contempt? Anyway, moving on. Moving on to the elites. So into the elites, I have a big brick, love me bricks, of 10 Blight Lord Terminators. Now I'm hoping these guys last a little longer than my 10-man blobs of Custodians because they have loads of buffs. What goes wrong? What can go wrong? 19 Custodian card.
3 to morale. 3
to morale. Anyway, let's ignore that. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's horrific. And then moving on from that, I've got 2 units of 3 Death Shroud Terminators, all with Plague Spitter Gauntlets, and the champion gets an extra 2 Plague Spitter Gauntlets on top of his Plague Spitter Gauntlet, so he's plaguing about. I haven't included any of the chimes or anything like that, just bog standard. They're still really, really nice units. And then, following on from that, I've got 3 characters. I have the Tallyman, who has the Tollkeeper Relic, because Exploding 6s is always very nice. And he can also make something hit on 2s, because apparently everyone's a custodian in the world. I'm not salty. And then I've got a Foul Blightspawn. He has Revolting Stenchvats. Revolting Stenchvats. That's the voice I should use for this army. And basically that means that it's a fight last ability if Tim wants to fight me. I don't think he will. And then he also has Viscous Death, so I can reroll the Flamer that he has. Flamer, Spewer, basically the same thing. And then I have a Plague Surgeon after that. And he's got no upgrades or anything, he's just there to give him a 6-up Feel the Pain. If there's no bullshit Banner of Doom. Hoping not, because I haven't actually seen his list yet. But yeah, that is my entire list, I believe. It's the largest army I've run since being in 40k, because all I do is play Custodians, baby. I just love my Custodian boys. But Death Guard are also really cool. So yes, that is my list today. Let's get on with deployment and see who goes first. And yes.
So here we have the field of battle after deployment. As you can see, we have added lots and lots of terrain into today's battle board. It is a very dense board. We do normally play with quite a lot of terrain, but we did get some comments where people said, we want to see even more terrain. More! So that's what we've done. We've absolutely festooned it with terrain.
Of Mordy and Glory. It's popping off.
It's popping off. The terrain on this board is popping off. So we have got we've got some dense terrain. Anytime you see these ruined buildings here, they are dense terrain. We've then got some line of sight blocking terrain here with these small ruins and these small ruins. These are going to be obscuring today. They're going to count as big old ruins. They're big boy ruins today. And then of course we do have some more big boy ruins as well. You can see there's 2 in each player's sort of deployment zone. Loads in the center, and then we've got some more as well. We've also spiced things up even further. We've chucked some goddamn barricades in there. Been loving all of the news around the new age defense line. I thought I'd crack my old one out. So we've got a barricade in this deployment zone here. We've got a barricade in this deployment zone here. Barricades, mate. When's the last time we saw those in a battle report? Never, because they're really awkward and annoying.
Yeah,
well, we've got them now, though.
because you can't place them 6 inches between any other terrain.
Yeah, they're really annoying, but we've got them.
Yay, we got 'em.
We're just using them as essentially just walls today, guys. Like just like barricades that you can fight over and stuff like that. They're not going to be actual edge defense lines. They're too ruined and decrepit. They're all mossy and all that kind of stuff.
You'll also notice
The Plague Marines are like, oh, it's got moss on it. I don't want to get too close to that.
it's a bit slimy.
It's a bit slimy. Greg.
Philip.
All right.
You'll also notice that even though I'm not running the Custodies today, there is a nice little smattering of Custodies objective markers.
There is. Tom brought his
leave the
objective
house
markers.
without reminding Tim that I love my Custodies.
This is true.
Terrible.
This is what happens when your staff unionize and they end up being like, oh, we're not coming in. We're going to a Royal Mail. We're not coming in unless we get to use the objective markers. All right, fine. God damn it. All right, you bold bastard.
You'll march down to the fucking bank
and you
fetch me my £50,000.
£50,000. Yeah. All right. So we're using the Custodian objective markers today. That is the field of battle. Now let's get to the mission. We'll go through some primary and some secondary.
Yes.
The primary mission for today is going to be Data Scry Salvage. All right, I will stop with the silly voice. Data Scry Salvage. Data Scry Salvage.
I'm rubbing off on you.
You are. God damn it. So we're going for Data Scry Salvage. That is a hold 2 objectives to get 4 victory points. Yeah, you can't just camp you one in your own deployment zone. You have to hold 3 objectives to get 8 victory points, and you need to hold more than your opponent to get an additional 4 victory points for the total of 12. These missions are always pretty difficult. You do tend to find that it's quite easy just to like knock your opponent down to one objective, and then he thinks, 4 points, and you're like, no, it's 0 because you have to hold 2. So you do have to hold 2. That is something to be aware of. The second part of this, the second part of the primary, you might want to call it the tertiary part, is if you do an action on your home field objective, at the end of the turn, for each midfield objective you hold, you will gain an additional victory point up to a maximum of 3. So that is the primary and the tertiary. Now let's take a look at what each player's taken for their secondaries today. Today, the Imperial Guard have gone for the usual set of secondaries. We've gone for Inflexible Command, we have gone for Special Orders, and we have gone for Boots on the Ground.
With a chair.
I think you're going to go boots. So we've gone for Command, Special Orders, and we've gone for Boots on the Ground. The reason we've gone for those objectives is this is a mechanised infantry list, so we should be able to jump out and start getting some Boots on the Ground and Special Orders fairly easily. And we have enough officers and tank commanders to be able to get plenty of flexible command points. So pretty good. We did think about going for no prisoners. Because Tom does have, obviously, a huge horde of Poxwalkers and he can keep regrowing them and all that kind of stuff. But we thought, you know what? I built this list with these secondaries in mind. We'll just do the automatic thing. We've opened our order packet. That's what we're going to do. So those are the 3 special objectives we've gone for. And Tom, you have gone for your secondaries?
My secondaries today are Spread the Sickness. Spread the Sickness.
Okay, so I'm going to translate for you if you keep doing this. All right.
Spread the Sickness. So I get 3 points for being on my home objective and for doing an action on my home objective, and I get 4 points for spreading it onto other objectives. And yeah, it's very, very nice. Very strong secondary. And then I went for Psychic Delegation because it's always nice to have a chance to get another CP and also
do a secondary that I can't stop.
Yeah, get free points for it.
It's free real estate.
It's free real estate. And then the final one is a bit of an odd one. I was contemplating changing this.
He has flipped and flopped on this one, viewers, for like an hour.
That is the biggest bit of turd I've ever heard of in life.
For your Death Guard player, you'd know.
Yes, true. Fleeing vectors. So this one, I get 1 point for killing 7 models. I get an additional point for killing 7 models with plague weapons, so it can be like together in the same sort of bit. And then I'll get 2 points for making anything fail morale checks. And then I will get a additional point for I believe it's killing a whole unit with a plague weapon.
Okay.
Like that. It's 5 victory points that I can get from it per turn, which is
pretty good.
Huge. I mean, there's a lot of caveats to it.
It's pretty toasty.
Yes, that is my secondaries today, and we'll see how it goes. It worked out pretty good against the last guard player I went against.
Well, this is something to mention before we get into it, isn't it? You actually have run this Terminus S list versus a mechanized guard list already,
Yes.
and you smashed it. You got like 98 points, didn't you?
Yes. However, I will say, for the bloke that I played, he didn't know the rules too well, so he wasn't using the stratagems or like the orders properly, I don't think. I actually had to remind him what boots on the ground did.
No, don't diminish it, dude. A victory's a victory, man. I don't want
No, but I'm just saying, like, it's a different scenario going into Tim, who's played guard for basically 50
2
years,
decades.
and then going into someone who's just trying out the codex. So
Yeah.
it's, you know,
True.
I don't want to say like it's like, oh mate, I fucked him up, because it was a good game anyway. It was an interesting game.
It was very interesting. When I saw the 2 lists go against you, I thought that you would actually struggle, but you actually pulled it off. I think you score very well. That's the thing. You don't necessarily need to kill anything.
Yeah. That's the good thing about Death Guard, because with Custodies, the max I can get is about 70 points per game, and I'm like, well, if you can get any more than that, I can't really do it.
But Tom, you have a 54% win rate with Custodies. All right.
I'm not going into it.
Not going into it.
Battle in the cage.
You have not given up on the Custodies, but you needed a little break, didn't you? You need a palate. Ironically, you needed a Nurgle palate cleanser.
These are the guys that got killed by Tim last week. They just come back.
Yeah, these are all, that blob of 20. That was the 19 Custodian guard killed in one turn. Oh. All right, so that's all the preamble. Now it's time for the big one.
Business.
It's time for the business. It is time for the roll to see who goes first.
Roll.
So we've gone through the field of battle, we've gone through the primary and the secondaries. We need to quickly go over the deployment of both of these armies. So the Steel Legion have done what they do, a iron line, or steel line I should probably say, not running the Iron Guard today, of chimeras across the front. That gives us some nice screening. I like to use my chimeras as disposable screening units. And then also it gives me some pretty good firepower too. Behind that we have the second and third lines. We've got some firepower from the tanks. So we've got a tank commander and an executioner here, and we've got a tank commander and executioner here. And then in the central blob, we've got our Rough Riders, our Sentinels, our Engineer, and our Command Squad. Now, the reason we've got all those clustered together is so that if I do need to do a counter charge, my Rough Riders will be near to my Command Squad to receive the order that they need to receive. It also means that my Engineer will be able to run to whichever tank needs to get the repairing, and the Sentinels will also be near the Command Squad so they can receive some real ones to wound bonuses, and also they can get take aim if they need it. So that, of course, in terms of infantry squads, there's one identical squad inside of each chimera, and then we've gone for the Castellan, who is represented by Yarrick today, because I had 5 points left over, so I took the Power Fist on him. Not too shabby. So Yarrick with the Power Fist is going to be my Castellan for today. Got to have the old man inside the in the Armageddon Steel Legion army.
How many times do I need to tell you this, old man?
How many times would you teach us lesson, old man? Yeah. And that is my deployment. Coming over to Death Guard, we've got Brick O'Doom over here. Loads of characters and all of the Blight Lords. The Death Shards are in reserve. We've got the Demon Prince and Typhus there. And then we've got not an iron line, but a fleshy, squishy, rotten line. Yeah.
Pus line.
A pus line. So we've got we've got like a unit of Poxwalkers here. Then we've got an anchor, and then we've just got a big old horde. Like you've loaded up the numbers on this side, and you've loaded up the power on this side. Very interesting. I do quite like that.
Yeah.
It means you've got sort of two distinct kinds of army operating on the field at the same time, a horde and you've got your elite. So I quite like the way you've done that, Tom, I have to say.
It's because, the main reason is because normally when you load up one flank, the enemy will also load up that flank and send their best things to deal with it. But the Poxwalkers, if you're not dedicating
loads of fire, that's okay.
A lot of firepower to them, they just get back up, and it's really actually quite difficult to. You know what? I said this in the last battle report, and Tim just picked up all my infantry. So I'm
90 custodians.
Yes. So they are normally difficult to kill, just a full 20-man blob. And in the Terminus S list, if you don't kill all of them, I can bring them back. And even if you do kill all of them, I'll bring them back for free CP anywhere on the board.
It's nice.
6 inches on the edge of the board. It's
so
pretty
nice.
nice.
What if I remain vigilant?
If you remain vigilant,
It pushes you out 12 inches, right? Yeah, I can't do it, don't worry. I haven't got a commissar.
Oh, mate, me and Tim were about to part ways.
No, all right. So that is all of the preamble stuff. Now it's time to get into who's going to go first. Now, Tom, as the guest, would you like to go first?
Yes, you still keep referring to me.
I always refer to my phone as the guest.
As my escort.
As my, yeah.
But yes,
Put the dice in the dice tray.
Nurgle, 4.
Hey! So you
go.
will get to go first. All right. We will be back at the end of the Nurgle movement and command phase. All right, turn 1 movement and command phase for the Plague Marines. Here they come! The shambling horde advancing forward. You actually did pretty well with some of these advance rolls, didn't you?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you spent some
5 and 6.
CP, yeah. So, obviously, as we can see, you've gone forward for the shambling horde. Obviously, you've been playing a lot of Dark Tide recently, so you're like, yes, it's a horde moment. But do you want to take us through what you did in your command phase? Because you did some CP and stuff, didn't you?
Yes, so command phase, I spent... well, technically it's the start of the movement phase. But
That's okay.
So I spent 2 CP at the start of the movement / command phase, and this is called Unleash the Horde.
Very good.
All of your Poxwalkers get plus 3 inches to the movement, so it takes them up to 7 inches of movement, and the advance, and you're not really going to do anything else with Poxwalkers. And I rolled pretty hot. This one got a 5, these guys got a 6, these guys got a 4, I believe, and then the other guys got... 5s and 6s as well, and I was like, "Let's go, baby!"
Yeah.
Let's run at them. So yeah, that's really really nice. And so yeah, they all advanced, and then in the command phase, the Tallyman gave everything to the Blightspawn, the Blight Lord dudes, men.
The big termy block.
Big termy block.
Cool.
He gave them the exploding 6s, the re-rolling, not the re-rolling, sorry, +1 to hit, and then Typhus obviously gives +1 strength to the Poxwalkers in front of him. And then, yeah, I think that's everything in my command phase. And
A couple of questions from me. Can you use that Unleash the Horde more than once a game?
Yes.
Very good. But it costs you how much?
2 CP.
Okay, and you've got 0 right now.
It was really nice before Nephilim, obviously. But even with Nephilim now, I basically get
before
2
Nephilim, you'd be like, I'll start with like 12
I'd
CP.
start
I'll
with
just be 8 CP.
And the other thing about Terminus Est is you can put things in Deep Strike. You can put Poxwalkers in Deep Strike, but it'll cost you like 2 CP. So you'd be able to put like all your Poxwalkers in Deep Strike, and then they'd come in turn 2, go.
I remember people doing that. Yeah.
But yeah, that's.
Can you advance in charge? Is my other question.
No.
No, so you're faster, but you're not that fast.
No.
Okay, fair play.
The aim of this list is the aim at the minute is just to get up to all the objectives, and then my dudes are going to perform the action in
and get 3 victory points straight off the bat.
4.
I think it's a maximum of 3.
We'll have a check.
We'll have a check.
But yes.
Magic of Cinema that moment.
I can just spread the sickness whenever I want as well. So yes.
So that's your movement, and it is your command. Shall we go into your movement, your shooting phase?
Psychic phase.
Psychic phase.
I have one today.
Oh God, yeah, you do. Jesus Christ.
God.
He's got so excited he's dropped his dice.
I got up.
All right.
I have psychic phase.
Psychic phase. Nice. Well, we'll be back in just a moment.
In the pisky.
So the first psychic power is going to be Miasma of Pestilence. It gives them a -1 to hit, and you are casting it on that unit of Poxwalkers.
Poxes. The Pox baby boys. The baby boy of Poxes. The pepper. But yes, it goes off on a 6. So let's see if I get it. It goes off.
You do. Very nice. Do you know what the next power is going to be? It's going to keep it rolling.
So the next power is going to be Putrescent Vitality.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it on the Poxwalkers because it'll take the Poxwalkers up to T5.
That's pretty good against those heavy bolters that I put. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Nice, actually, yeah.
All right.
And this goes off on a 7.
Okay. You've got it off. Very good.
So that goes... it adds 1 to the strength and the toughness characteristic.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Curse of the Leper.
Okay.
Because I might as well cast it on the front...
Chimera. Okay.
So I measured it before. It is within 18 inches. Where is Curse of the Leper? Here it is. And it goes off on a value of 6.
Oh, that's
perils. And
you haven't got a CP,
no.
so you have to wear it. So you're going to take D3 mortal wounds.
D3 mortal wounds. Take
3 mortal wounds.
But I save them on a 5 up.
How many's he got left?
He
5.
has base.
We'll check. Don't worry about it.
+1 wound. We'll check.
We'll check. So yeah.
The magic of cinema.
He has just like melted. He's like, Baba Nurgle.
I'll put that next to him just in case.
He just had a little brain aneurysm. It would normally kill him, but his brain's just glue at this point.
Yeah. And then Precious Dose.
Precious Dose.
Precious Dose.
What about Precious Oon?
He's going to cast it on the Blight Lords. This basically means that I can fire the plague. I get rerolls on the plague weapons.
Okay.
And this goes off on a
that'll
6.
be fine. Yeah, there's no power that's more
and then his second power is Rotwind, I believe it's called. It might be called something else because it's a special one.
Okay.
Gives -2 AP, and I know this goes off on a 7.
What's the range?
It's 18.
Okay.
So I'll just check dead quick whether...
Okay, double check. We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
Live, sir, yes. So
that Chimera.
The Chimera, baby.
Let's go. Here we go.
No, actually, no. I need to cast something else, sir.
Okay.
So.
You declared now. Sorry, it's a competitive table. No, carry on.
Where's your nearest character, sir?
The one that you were just measuring to that you were...
Well, this is the nearest character?
No, this guy's my... Oh, no, he's my nearest character. Yeah,
Which one?
this...
The
Vanquisher. Our tank commanders are given Vanquishers. We're running a fluffy list today.
What? What?
Only tank commanders are given Vanquishers
wow.
in the fluff.
I wasn't in range for any.
But then I take 11 Lead Rusters and give them all
Unless there's
Vanquishers
someone
because I'm an absolute knob.
Because you're a knob.
Yeah. All right. So
always.
where are you going?
So what he'll do then, he can't cast unless I can see anything in that building.
No.
Nope. Okay.
You know how terrain rules work. Come on, man.
No. I can do it without the
line sight. Oh, right. Are you in range of this command squad?
Do it live.
You said this was going to be a quick psychic. No, you're not in range.
No way.
God, you can't get the staff these days, viewers.
Both ways. Can't get the staff these days, you knob. Chimera in front is going to get Rotwind. This goes off on a 7.
Okay.
Goes off. And that is -2 AP to all your goals.
Okay.
Might as well do it. I've got a psychic phase this time.
That is true.
But yes. So what I'll do is
That's my command point dice. Get your hands off it.
Get more command points.
Get your. I've got a dice we can do it for, man. That's fine for now, though.
And that is the end of my
psychic
phase. I'll tell you what we'll do. Is I will do the mission objective as well, and I believe
who's doing it? So someone has to do it on your back one.
Marines
are doing it. Okay, cool.
And so it'll get 3 points or whatever. We'll check in a second.
We'll check. Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, we'll check. But I don't know if it's completed at the end of the turn or it's ever completed in the command phase.
Don't worry. I can't interact with it, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay, no worries. Sweet. Yeah, that is it. And on to shooting next.
All right, on to the shooting phase.
Shooting, baby.
These Nurglings are so inept. Almost takes the honour out of battle. Almost. So Tom got me really hyped up for what this Terminator unit could do, and then we measured it and it wasn't in range of anything.
Yeah, and I advanced it so I could only shoot the plague launchers, and the plague launchers aren't in range. So I was like, I've just spent a whole psychic phase buffing and rooting, shooting, and they're like, sorry, we can't see them.
All of this just gloop just lands in front of the Chimera, and they're like,
Chimera, come forward a bit, mate.
All right, yeah. I'm not quite in range. All right, son, I'll try and sort it out. All right, so that is your shooting phase, and I believe no charges this turn.
No charges this turn.
You need to do what Nurgle do and just stand there and just take punches to the face.
I'm just going to take it. Take it all.
Take it on the chin. All right, so we are going to be back with that's the end of the Nurgle turn 1. We're going to be back with the end of the Guard command and movement phase turn 1. So end of the Imperial Guard movement and command phase, turn 1. We have moved a squad up here and jumped out onto this objective because we want to try and score some tertiary points. We have also moved forward an empty Chimera to try and lock up these Pox Walkers. We know that Tom will be able to use some consolidation moves, but he can't fall back and charge. And these Pox Walkers, with the fact that Tom will have 2 CP next turn, will be actually very sprightly. So we need to try and make sure that they're not going to start wrapping up all the firepower early on. The other tanks fell back. We not actually fell back, we moved backwards. And the reason for that was to essentially deny Tom any of his charges. His Demon Prince, the Prince of Demons, only has a 22-inch threat range, so we're now over 22 inches away from him. And likewise, all of his Terminate stuff are pretty far back over there. Moving over here, we went for a bit more of an aggressive maneuver. We pushed forward 2 of the mechanized infantry squads. They've got out, and we're hoping that we're going to, between the tank firepower and the Chimera infantry firepower, we're going to try and clear away a couple of these Poxwalker blobs. Now, I didn't want to sacrifice too much infantry early on, so I have kept an infantry squad back in that Chimera. We have still got a Cajun Shock Troop squad in this Chimera, and there is one that has got out and is holding on top of the objective there. So we've sort of gone, we know these guys are going to die, but they're dying to get us victory points. Everyone else is hopefully going to get us, is going to still be alive because their firepower will keep them in the game. Let's see how it goes. We're going to go into the guard target phase. That was quick. Now we're going to go into the guard shooting phase. Oh, I should have mentioned in my command phase, all of the Chimeras and the Lemurist Executioners were able to receive Gunner's Kill on Sight thanks to the splashing orders and all that kind of good stuff. Of course, Tank Commanders cannot receive that. And the 2 Sentinels received Take Aim from the Command Squad. The Castellan, Yarrick, who jumped out of his Chimera, has done Take Aim on both of these infantry of these Cajun Shock Troop squads there. So that will allow them to get better shots, which is pretty nice. So that is my command phase and sort of enemy movement phase. Shooting phase, we are going to start off with the big tanks. Now, what I want to do is fire this Executioner first, and we're going to fire it into this block of Poxwalkers because they're the only unit, he can only just see them, and we want to try and shoot this squad and shoot this squad and maybe try and charge this squad and tie it up, something like that. So because there is a lot of Poxwalkers in there, we are going to get maximum shots from our plasma cannon. So that will be 9 shots from the executed plasma cannon. It's going to be hitting on 3s thanks to turret weapon, and we'll be re-rolling 1s. I will... you said there's 4, right?
T4, yes.
I'm going to have to overcharge then to make sure that I wound you on 2s. So I have missed with 1, but Elite Shock Troops. I do get my reroll here. So does that go off? It does. So I've hit with everything. And then I'm going to wound you on 2s with no rerolls. So I have dropped 2. Now that is going to be 7. Which is your blessed number, but they are going to be 3 damage each.
3 damage each?
Yeah.
So I could roll
a lot.
3 Feel the Pains for each.
Basically, the efficient way of doing this is roll those dice, any that you pass, you roll, and then you pass still, you roll again, and if you're still at that point past them, you're...
Use Tim's blessed dice.
So roll that 6 again. No, he's gone. So that is 7.
On which squad?
That is going to be on this squad here. Sweet. I've then got my... We've got my side... So we'll just remember 7 for now. Yep. I've got my side plasma. Now this is going to be hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Ooh. Hey. So that's 3 hits. And then it's going to be wounding on 2s. And there's going to be 2 more. And that is going to be at 2 damage a pop. So 2 dice, roll them, and if you get any successes, roll them again. No, nope. So total of 9 dead. Yes. Heavy blotter. I got 2 hits with the heavy blotter. I got 1 wound with the heavy blotter.
1 wound, 1 6.
Yay! It's damage 2, and it's AP 1. So that is 10 dead. So the first tank has killed 10 of the Poxwalkers. We'll remove those and we'll be back in just a moment.
Yes.
Okay, so we did a little bit of shooting off camera and it was quite effective. Just the volume of fire the guard were able to put down range. So we did the plasma tank on camera, of course, and we killed about 9 Poxwalkers from here. We then finished that unit off with the infantry squad and the Chimera over here, which actually was pretty effective. We then had to fire these 2 Chimeras, this infantry squad, and also this Chimera back here, just doing some long range shots. And we were able to kill 17 of these Poxwalkers. Now we've still got plenty of shooting left over. And what I'm going to do next is my Vanquisher tank, Vanquisher tank commander. Now he's going to put his heavy bolters and his laser cannon into these Poxwalkers here. And he's going to put his Vanquisher cannon over into these Blight Lord Terminators. So
also, just a quick one.
Yes.
We do end up quoting Tabletop Tactics a lot, and it's not us trying to impersonate them. It's just because
we like watching.
We
them.
like watching them. It's just, yeah. So you don't be like, oh my god.
You know where you're going with that, did you? You've lost it. You've lost it. There you go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so
let's go.
Heavy bolters going into from the flank tank commander going into the last 3 poxwalkers. Just
Minus
2
1
hits. Yes, just 2 hits. Wound.
Un. 6. Nope.
Nope. So that's 1 gone.
It's
Laser cannon.
Laser
Hits. Laser cannon. Wounds. Damage. 5. It's quite nice.
Just 1 dead.
He's going to take 1 off, yeah. So there should be 2 gone. So there's 1 left. I think he can have a bayonet charge. He can have. We can risk bayonet charge in one.
We can fuck him up, shit.
We can risk bayonet charge in one of them. All right. So the Vanquisher cannon going into the Blight Lords. This will be hitting on a 3, and I have not used my Elite Shock Troops. Just what I'd say, guys, Elite Shock Troops is actually pretty helpful. Just always having that inbuilt reroll, very nice. So the Vanquisher cannon, it's a hit.
It's a hit.
The Vanquisher cannon, it's a wound.
It's a wound.
You don't get an invulnerable save.
No, but I'm on a...
And it's AP minus 4 after you've taken Arm of Contempt into account.
And I'll take it on one of the guys in cover, so it'll be a 5-up.
So it'll be a 5-up save.
And then 6-up, Filth and Pain.
Yes.
And it's only 1, yeah?
Just the 1.
Papa bless.
No.
No!
Do a CP, but I think you're saving it, aren't you?
How
Yeah.
my fault. And then damage? It's D3 plus 3, isn't it?
It is 9.
6!
He's dead!
He made
He would have technically reduced damage by 1, but it's...
Oh, so it'll be 4?
No, it would be 8.
Oh, yeah, because it doesn't halve it. What am I saying? Oh,
You're not halving damage. Jesus Christ.
Ignore me,
He's
ignore
taking
me.
1 off,
Jeez,
then he's halving,
jeez.
then D3 mortal wounds on top for 3. I'm a rail cannon, but better.
Rail cannon.
Ah,
plus
that's
1
nice.
to
A
2
single,
wounds.
yeah, 2 wounds. Okay, so you know what? Let's rinse and repeat. Well, actually, I think but this time my little stuff's going to go into a different squad of poxwalkers.
Yes.
You know, technically, also my Stormbolter was going here, guys, but we'll do all the little stuff in a moment. So I'm going to go for the next Vanquisher cannon. It's going to go into the Blight Lords because I can't target the Demon Prince of Demons because he is bodyguarded currently. So we'll go for the Vanquisher cannon. Oh, I'm going to use my Elite Shock Troops there. Vanquisher cannon. Ah, that's better.
Have you spent any CP?
No, I'm on 6.
You're on 6, baby.
It wounds. It's strength 14. So you're on a do you have any? You got another guy in cover? You're on a 5-up.
5-up.
Singular 5-up.
Yeah, this is on the guy that's wounded anyway.
No.
Nope.
So damage is only 7.
So
that becomes 6.
Papa bless.
6.
You know what? I'm going to roll these for fun because if. Oh no!
He got so
There we
enthusiastic.
go. So
Okay.
he saves 1, but yeah, he's obliterated.
And the mortals? 3.
Dear. Okay.
Hey, we
That's
got another
dead,
one.
so that's
3.
2 dudes.
That's 3 dead in total from the 2 tanks.
Yes.
Yes. Laser cannon.
Laser cannon.
That's a hit. It's a wound.
Wound.
Now
AP.
3. So
Armor
armor contempt plus cover means it's technically AP 1.
Cover first. It's 1, 2.
I think you got 3.
4.
5,
There's
4.
1 guy left. So what is that?
So you'd be
minus 1?
basically come down to a -1 so you've been on
So
3
it'd
up.
be 3 ups.
Does it see true in your...
Nope.
No, you're being good. You really want to bring your guys back, don't
Right.
you?
I want my man.
Okay.
I want my man.
It's only 3 damage.
3
Which becomes
damage.
only 2
6
damage.
abilities. Oh,
Okay.
I'll re-roll that one again.
No, it's alright. Just roll a D3. On a 1 to 3, you don't get it.
Oh, God's sake.
You get it, so you take 1
Oh, well, I
damage.
got 6 there.
Yeah,
so
you get 1
that's
damage. There you go. It works out either way, right?
Hey, there we go.
Okay, so you took 1
guy's
damage.
on a wound and 3 guys are dead.
Yeah, and then I've got...
Oh, wait, no, did he only take... Oh, yeah, so he's on 2 wounds.
He's on 2 wounds,
and
yeah.
3 guys are dead.
In total, yes.
Yes.
And then I've got heavy bolters. These here. And then... No, that's very good. But you're on 2 ups against these.
Mm-hmm.
Great. And the stubber.
Stubbs.
And the stubber. No.
Stubbs.
So the only thing left now is the Plasmacutioner, the big boy himself, and I'm going to overcharge his plasma shots.
Yes.
I'm going into the Blight Lords.
Yes.
It is going to be D3 plus 6 number of shots. 5 shots. That's not too bad. Yeah, because even though you are a big squad, my minimum is. It doesn't matter because blast.
No, I've lost 3. One's on. No. Oh my god.
Blast and the random numbers. You've lost 3, and one guy has been slightly injured.
Yes.
Yes.
Tickling.
Plasma shots. Of course, I'm overcharging, dear viewers.
Yes.
So they all hit. Plasma shots. It's a failed wound. These will be AP4. On your guys in cover, this will become AP2, which will be under 4-up save.
So damage of these?
These are 3, so they'll become 2.
So I'll take them one at a time then, because there's only one guy left in cover. So this will be a 3-up.
It's a 4-up. Because it's AP minus 4.
Oh, it's AP minus 3 goes down to AP minus 2, so it'll be a 4.
Yeah.
So I can just take it.
So he gets 2 feel no pains. No, so he dies.
He's dead, and then
he's still on 4-ups anyway, because you've got 4-up invulnerable save.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So.
Yeah, so 3 more.
4-up invulnerable saves.
And then 2 damage.
No, so one's on a wound. And 4 dead, 1 on a wound. Okay,
and then I've got my side plasma, which will be getting a minimum of 3 shots per one, so I might as well just do them now.
Yes.
4s. Ooh, I haven't used my elite shock troop ability yet, so this could hurt me. It did! I've taken a wound.
Get fucked.
It's very aggressive. That fails. So 4 more.
Okay.
These are AP3, and they're only 1 damage after your death guard takes into account. So they'll be AP2 with you.
So it'll be 4-ups.
4-ups, okay. Oh, nice. So it's 1 damage, so it's 1 6-up feel no pain, or he dies. No, so that one guy that was injured dies. So how many have you lost in total now?
5.
5
smidges.
And then the heavy bolter, which I don't have much faith in. Bit of tracer fire, as they say on our favourite show. Are you done as 5?
Yes.
Okay, 1 trip save.
Oh.
Single damage.
Hey.
No, just take it. That is all of the big tanks. The remaining, I'll do the 2 sentinels, do the rest off camera, and then we're done.
Yes.
So 2 sentinels hitting on 3s, no rerolls. Yes, I can still shoot those guys that aren't benefiting from the dents. Doesn't matter, I got the 2 hits anyway. And then I am going to be wounding on 3s because I'm strength 9. Very good. These will be AP minus 3, becomes AP minus 2. And so takes 1. What's a guy taking a wound, is there? One guy's taking a wound from that little shot I got through before, right? Ooh, 2 damage after you've taken your thing into account. 2 6-ups. No. Remember when you had a 5-up feel no pain?
Oh, I know.
Sad times. Alright, so that's 1 more dead. That is pretty much going to be all of the main firepower. We'll do the last little scraps off camera, and then we'll be back.
Yes.
And after, my favourite saying, the dust has settled, this is what the board looks like. My remaining small arms firepower from various chimeras and infantry squads was able to trim this Poxwalk unit down fairly nicely. And as you saw, we did also kill 6 out of 10 of the Blight Lords. So in total, I have killed 50 Poxwalkers and 6 Blight Lord Terminators. So that's not too bad. Is there one more that needs to come off?
Yeah, no one needs to come off.
Okay, we'll take it off, don't worry.
Yes.
So there is you may see 5 Blight Lords there. It's an optical illusion. It's a pattern on the pants. It's actually just 4. Now, in my charge phase, I am going to bayonet charge this one guy here.
Yes.
And I'm probably going to try and get a cheeky chimera in here to tag them and wrap them up. Because I don't want them running amok. And I'm going to do something there. Well, we always say that. It's like you can always fit a knight through anywhere.
I was going to be like, Tim, I don't think it can fit.
It can fit.
We'll move the terrain.
No. We always just say there's always room for a knight to move around the room. And this is technically just like a forest. It'd just be like it's gonna be minus 2. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be minus 2 going through there. But I should be okay. All right, now the infantry squad
needs a 4.
Needs
Big 4.
Needs a 4. Hey.
Well in.
Chimera number 1. We're going to go for this Chimera first, and that's going to try and charge in here. Okay. Ooh, 6 might do it. We'll measure that up.
Just give me 1 second. Did you not move that Chimera and get them out?
Yeah.
So you can't charge.
Oh, we should double check.
Yes.
I think I can't do any other moves, but I might be able to charge.
I know you can shoot. I don't think you can advance or charge.
Okay, let's just double check.
Because
Hold your horses, honey. I can't do the charge with either the transport or the guys once they've got out. So that is a mistake for me. But hey, at least we caught it, right? So this guy is going to live his happy little life, which is pretty cool. And then we just said the charge roll for this Chimera was the one that I rolled before. And it would have ended up just sneaking over the corner of that forest, which means it would have needed a 10 and unfortunately only rolled an 8. I am actually going to spend a CP to re-roll it because I really need to try and tie that big unit of Poxwalkers up. So I'm going to go for, it's going to be a 10, because it's going to be a 10 with the -2 taken into account. Because an 8 would have made it if I hadn't gone over that damn forest. No, okay, so I have spent a CP, so I should be on 5.
You're on 5, yes.
I'll go back up to 6 in a second. We're going to charge this into here. I'm just going to literally nudge that guy. So
Did you not disembark?
I disembarked before I moved. I did it the normal way. I didn't disembark after I... Yeah. I did a regular old disembark, not a mechanized disembark. So he's just going to go...
Like, charge! First gear.
Yeah. So the reason I was able to charge with this one, guys, is because I just did a normal disembark. I didn't use my mechanized infantry rules with these guys. So he can charge. He's not got a problem. But the other Chimera over here, I couldn't do it because it has transported some men forward, and then they got out.
So Jerry over there can have a happy life.
Yeah, Jerry's going to have a great life. All right, that is the end of the guard charge phase, and the fight phase doesn't really matter. Do I hit you with my Chimera? No. There we go. So we'll do the Poxwalkers off camera. That is basically going to be the end of the guard turn. But you do have a morale phase here.
I do.
Do you know what your morale is?
So the leadership of them is 9.
And you lost 6, so on a 4 plus. So you could. Do you have to CP? No.
No. I do have 1 CP.
I don't know if you can reroll a morale, you know.
You can't reroll.
You can't reroll a morale. You just got to do this.
Hey,
he's okay. I thought you were going to roll on your big dice.
I was about to cry.
You're about to cry. 6 to the turn. 3 to morale. There you go. All right. So that is the end of guard turn 1. Yeah. At the end of my turn, I will get. I will control 2 objectives in the middle of the board. I'll control this one. And I shall control this one, which shall give me 2 victory points for the tertiary.
Performing the action with?
I'm performing it with my engine seer or my command squad. It doesn't really matter, but I'm performing it with the myriad of units that I have sort of just chonkling around here. So there we go. Yeah, having a good time. All right, so we will be back with the, I want to say custodies. The Death Guard turn to command and movement phase. Okay, so end of movement and command phase, turn 2 for the Nurgly boys. Demon Prince has jumped over here. The Demon Prince, the Prince of Demons.
The Demon Prince, the Prince of Demons, Slayer of the Imperial Guard.
I really need to stop setting you up for that one.
Yes, you do.
All right, and then we've got the remaining sad Blight Lords over here.
They're not sad.
Well, they're pretty sad. A lot of them died. And then we've got Typhus. And the characters back here. Now, you just said roughly all buffs going on the Blight Lords.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's easy to remember. The Poxwalkers didn't do any damage in their little fight at the end of the last turn, but Typhus did just do 3 mortal wounds to the Chimera. Some shenanigan ability that went off.
This is Hive.
Destroy Hive?
Destroy Hive.
Cool. So I know your rules, you know my rules. What is going on? Upside. Well, it does have Death Guard, it's got Guard in the name.
You know, it's all about the game.
It's all about the game. That's soldiering. Now we've got the Poxwalkers. I've just the ones that I wasn't allowed to tie up have come over here, and then gee golly, Mr. Commissar, I think those Poxwalkers are getting kind of close. And then Tom did some pretty cool shenanigans. The one Poxwalker that was here just passes morale because it's a mindless, brain dead zombie, and then
happy zombie.
Happy zombie. And then he used a stratagem. I believe it's the Dead Walk Again or something like that.
And I got 6 Poxwalkers back.
He got 6 points, which is exactly what you needed to string over to this objective.
Yes.
Now, that meant that because you did that in your command phase, you got 8 primary victory points instead of 4.
Yes.
Very nice. And then you just moved on. And then in your movement phase, you moved over there, spread some 6 and got some even more points.
Yes, and 3 of them died because you spread the sickness. If you want it to auto pass, take 3 more wounds.
Yeah.
If you don't, it's a 4-up. And I.
Well, the Poxwalkers, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
They've done their job now. Whatever happens at this point, you don't care.
Yes.
So that is the movement and command. We shall do your.
Shroud also did drop in as well. Yes.
Ooh, we brought both units in.
Yes. So
got some Death Shroud there. And then if we come over here for my other trick, huzzah! The hidden Death Shroud there. We did see if they could fit into this little gap here where these dice are. We measured it out, and no matter how we wangled it, those damn chunky 40mm bases just don't work.
Basically, Tim was being a competitive game and being like...
I wanted to be fair here. I actually tried really hard to let you get them in because I was like trying to be like, you know, is there a gap? But it was just too chunk. We were saying that if GW hadn't put everything on 40mm bases, we were still on like every Marine gets a 25mm base, you would have been in.
Be ridiculous though.
He would have been in. But sadly, that's not the situation. Also, your Great Unclean one would be about the size of one of these Plague Marines, which is kind of amusing.
He's terrible on the base.
Yeah, he's just terrible. They used to be so tiny. So that is the movement and command phase.
Yep.
Now, your shooting is relatively low.
Yes.
So what I'm going to say is we'll do a summary of your shooting phase and we'll get into the more exciting bit.
Yes.
We'll dedicate some more time to that in the charging and the combat phase. So we'll be back with a summary of the Death Guard shooting.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the Death Guard Psychic, don't worry guys, we didn't forget, you can untype those things down in the comment section, and shooting phase, Death Guard actually did pretty well. So Typhus did another little mortal wound to the Chimera with a little smite, he smoted it, and then there was some, I think it was Curse of the Leper, there was some extra mortal wounds flying around as well.
So Curse of the Leper did
5.
I think it was 5 mortal wounds to
and then this guy shot his cannon at them,
To get fleeing vectors, I need to kill you with plague weapons.
Yes.
And then to get... So I've got 3 on fleeing vectors at the minute, but if I can make you fail a morale test, I'll get 5.
Nice. So the end result was, after shooting and psychic, there's 3 men left in that squad. This Chimera has taken 2 wounds, and this Chimera has taken 4 wounds. We then came over here, and the Plague Marines were like, you know what, son? It's time to get some shooting going on. Now, I've just realised something. Are they doing an action?
Nope.
No, sir. Oh.
I shot them and went, could be doing an action, but then I would have lost a point on fleeing vectors, so I can always keep doing this.
You can come back to the action. Come back to the action. All right. So because of that, the Plague Marines then blasted into the squad there and were able to kill them. They did need a little bit of help from the Death Shroud boys that are in there.
Only one of them was able to shoot into...
But you did manage it. You did manage it. And Psychic Phase, my with Pestilence, and thanks to a CP, Putrescent Vitality went off on the big 20-man block, which is very nice. Mm-hmm. And then these guardsmen, even though they were, in their native environment, in their biome of the Chimera, they still got absolutely melted by the Death Shroud Plague Spewers over there. So that was a shooting and the psychic. The end result, if that was a little bit hard to follow, it was about 25 guardsmen killed and some plinking wounds on the Chimeras. Mm-hmm. Not bad. Do you know what you're going for your charging phase?
Yes. Sorry about if it's all been a bit higgledy-piggledy. It's just that we completely forgot about the psychic phase and then went, stop!
Oh, don't worry about that.
Phase! And then we went back to it. So, we'll remember it for...
Tom is not used to having a psychic phase.
I'm not.
As a Custodians player.
No.
But he's loving Nurgle.
Yeah, I love it. I love...
So now we shall move on to the charge phase. Where are you starting first?
The Poxwalkers are going to go into the 2 Kims.
I have CP to burn, so I'll overwatch with one of them.
No.
We'll do it later, don't worry about it. We'll only kill 1 or 2 of them. And where else?
These guys are going to go into the...
squad over there?
That's
fine.
And I'm also going to put them into the Chimera, because why not?
Why the heck not?
Why the heck not? And then the Death Shroud are also going to try and charge Chimera.
Okay.
Typhus is going to charge the Chimera over there.
Okay.
The Plague Spewer is going to charge the Chimera at the back, and the Demon Prince is going to charge the Chimera at the back. And then the Blight Lords are going to just charge the other guardsmen as well.
The little 3-man squad.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll do all those charge rolls off camera, and we'll be back in a moment. And once all of the shambling horde have moved forward, some sort of unholy vigour, empowering their limbs, they have managed to get some pretty good charges off. So you can see here, we've got some characters and some Blight Lords going into those poor infantry. The Plague Spewer Man and the Demon Prince, the Prince of Demons, the Flyboy himself, is managing to get into that Chimera. Typhus, sadly, didn't make it into this Chimera, so the nothing gets between the Poxwalkers and their Metallic Feast. Deathrails that are tucked into this corner also didn't quite manage to make it. Over here, the Poxwalkers did manage to get in, but thanks to some sterling Overwatch, I realised I did too much Overwatch against you, dude, so just put 3 guys back on. I thought I'd killed 6, I actually only managed to killed 3 of them.
See, he's a cheat, everyone.
I am cheating, we've caught
a cheat.
I don't know why, I Overwatched both Chimeras.
Oh.
That was it.
Okay,
and basically, I killed 6.
I was like, oh my god, he's
I killed 6 with this is why I prefer 8th edition. But you know, watching everyone back then. I killed 6, but both Chimeras did about an equal amount of damage, so we'll just split down the middle and do 3. We get our mistakes on camera. This is learning experiences for both us and for our viewers. And then over here, the Poxwalkers made it in, but the Deathrail Terminators didn't. But the Poxwalkers did get close enough to Yarrick, and I thought, you know what, Yarrick, aka Castellan Yarrick, is going to go in there and try and beat people up with his power fist. So I do have the power to interrupt because I have like 5 CP left.
Yeah, the only place I care about is over there, so I'm going to go there first.
Over here?
Yes.
All right, fine.
So, so this will be 8 attacks.
8?
Yeah, 2 each, baby. I was playing them last night with 1 each.
Oh, God.
So these guys are hitting on Thuas into just the guards.
That was 2 nights ago.
Is it 2? Oh, yeah, so these guys are going into just the guardsmen, so it'll be 4.
Oh, the little 4-man squad.
Yes.
Ah, okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I was like, why is he going with the ones in the Chimera? All right.
And then this is strength 3, they're toughness 2, so it'll be 3. Why did I get 4?
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay, that's 3 wounds then. For some reason I thought I did 3, but
no, it's all right.
And tell us down in the comments if you remember.
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh.
The Emperor. You clearly did cheat, and the dice gods have protected me. There we go. Oh, wait, did I need to roll one more? You said, yeah, I did need to roll one more. No,
it was just 3.
Oh, okay, it was just 3. Okay, there we go. Just got excited. All right, I'm not going to interrupt now. But what I am going to do, just whilst we're here, because we'll do the rest of it off camera, because it's just like beating up, chimeras and stuff. It's my Castellan will go. He has a power fist. Actually, tell you what, we'll do the regular guardsman first, because hopefully they'll kill 1, which will make his epic job a little easier. So they're going to try and hit you on 4s. So they've got 2 hits. And then they've got a wound. A singular feel no pain. Oh, you have felt the pain. Now, the Castellan is going to go. He is going to have Castellan Yarrick. He's going to hit on 4s. I think technically I reroll 1s with the infantry squad, but I don't think it matters.
Well, you just make up rules, you.
Only 2 hits. Only 1 wound. It is going to be 2 damage. Doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, doesn't matter.
So he just snipped the head off 1, and the someone rifle butted another. So he's chucking my models off. That's a collectible. All right, that is. So we'll do the rest of the combat off camera, because it's going to be wailing on metal boxes, and probably successfully killing 3 guys and the camera. So we'll be back at the end of the Death Guard turn 2. We'll have a little summary of the combat and also a little summary of their points and stuff.
Yes.
So fairly predictably, the Demon Prince, the Prince of Demons, was able to kill the Chimera pretty much on his own. Well, didn't need much help. The Poxwalkers here continued to wail on the Chimera, and in return, the Chimera ran one over. Likewise over here, these Poxwalkers did everything they could and were able to do 4 wounds to a Chimera, and in return, one of them got run over. And then, yeah, like over here, no one else got run over, and there was 2 dead Poxwalkers in total, and the guardsmen took no casualties. They don't like it up 'em, sir. They don't like a bit of the old cold steel. So that is the Death Guard turn 2. Now,
so you just need a leadership check.
I do a leadership. Now, where am I doing my leadership here? Is it
there.
that one squad?
One squad.
And if I fail it, it gives you like 1,000,000 points?
It gives me 2 extra points.
I'm going to spend 2 CP.
2 CP takes you down to 4.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That was easy.
That was
Did you take one off me for Overwatch? Maybe not.
No.
So down
you're
to
on
3.
3 CP then.
Yeah, I'll go up to 4 beginning of my turn. All right. So at the end of that turn, you are going to spread some sickness.
Yes.
You have not. You've got some for the
So I've got 4 for spread the sickness, 3 for psychic, and 3 for fleeing vectors.
That's true. We may not have mentioned that, but you did psychic interrogate my command squad.
Yes.
You did. Typhus did that. So that is the end of your turn 2. We shall be back at the end of the Imperial Guard movement and command phase turn 2.
Yes.
So end of guard, command and movement phase. I moved forward with this Chimera. I then dived out and performed the action special orders because I also moved my command squad forward. So that will finally get me 2 points for special orders. It'll also make sure that I get some delicious points for boots on the ground as well. Should get 3 there. I fell back with this Chimera. These 2 stayed in combat because I figured I can shoot into combat and then the Rough Riders can come in and finish them off. And then everything over there stayed in combat as well because again I want to try and shoot those Poxwalkers and stab them up and everything to death. The Tank Commander and the Rough Riders and the Executioner move forward over here. Rough Riders are going to try and get a charge on the Poxwalkers there, and the Tank Commander and the Executioners are kind of lining up to try and finish off the Death Shroud and the Plague Marines. These 2 tanks here are in a position where they can shoost the Demon Prince and they can also shoost many of the things that are over here as well. So hopefully we'll be all right. The plan is to try and clear off this flank as much as possible. Hopefully at the end of the turn this flank will be clear and to do as much damage over here if we can. And hopefully we can clear those Poxwalkers. We're not in combat with them as well. And that will, and get the Demon Prince. If I can pull all of that off, I think I'm going to be in a really, really solid position. But we'll see how it goes. We'll be back with the guard shooting phase. So we are going to start with Big Daddy Vanquisher Cannon firing into the Death Shrouds. And he is going to put everything he's got into them. So we are going to have the Vanquisher Cannon go first. It is a hit. Okay. And it is a wound. And it is AP -5, so AP -4, so it's a 6-up save.
I'm gonna do it, baby.
No, you cannot do it.
Wasn't in the tracer.
So 8 damage goes to 7 damage.
It doesn't matter.
Just kills 1. And then we've got the laser cannon gets a hit. And I need to do the mortal wounds as well.
Yeah, do the mortals.
So that's my laser cannon hit.
Mm-hmm.
This is the number of mortal wounds. 1. So just as 1 mortal wound. That's a bit annoying. I was hoping to try and kill another one.
Yes.
Laser cannon wound. It does wound. Now you'll have whatever infernal save you have over here.
Hey,
he has passed. Baby. And then I'll have my 2 heavy blotters. Is that 1 too many dice? No, that's the perfect amount of dice. That is that done. Should say, guys, that my orders this turn were fixed bayonets on the Rough Riders, and then basically gunners can sight on several of the vehicles. Not all of them, but you'll see which ones get it as we go through the turn. So 1 wound from the heavy bolter on a 2-up save. It will be... ooh, no, that is going to get that 2... no, it won't. It won't do because it's only 1 wound. Okay, and then I've got the Storm Blotter. Gets a hit. The Storm Blotter gets a wound. 2 up.
Hey.
He's okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now is it's a little tricky. It's a little tricky. We're going to come over to the other Vanquisher, and he's going to put everything into your Demon Prince. Okay, so we've got the Vanquisher coming in. He gets the hit. He gets the wound. Do you get a save? You're not on a 2-up, are you?
3-up. I just get my feel the pains.
Okay, so number of damage is 7 damage, goes to 6 damage, and then the mortal wounds on top of that is 3. So that will be 9 feel no pains you need to make on him.
5 ups, baby.
5 ups.
No.
No. He is dead.
2, 3, 4.
Priority target sighted. Load beast hunter shells.
Oh.
Firing on the way. So Demon Prince of Demons is gone. So we'll take him off in. I'll tell you what, let's
Whenever the guard look at something big, I just imagine like that scene from Lord of the Rings where it's like, bring it down!
Bring it down!
Bring it down!
Legolas! Alright, that is the Demon Prince, the Prince of Demons. Now, how interesting. So that is going to, basically, that Executioner really only has one viable target now, which is going to be the Poxwalkers. So we might as well do it. So he's going to fire everything into Poxwalkers. Of course, he will overcharge because he's got Gunner's Cut on sight. He actually did do a wound to himself last turn, but the tech priest is nearby, so we'll say he healed it off. There you go. So that is 7 shots in total with the Executioner plasma cannon. Look, there's a little orange dice in there. That's not right. Let's try again. There we go. That's one of my little wound dice. So we're looking pretty good so far. Now you are in dense, but not all of you are on dense, and I can draw a line of sight to one of you that isn't. So that all hits. That is 6 wounds. Now these are going to cut straight through your armor. They're going to be 3 damage each. So it's 6. And any successes you need to re-roll.
6.
No. So 6 are dead.
Yeah.
And then the 2 side plasmas. I've rolled too many dice there. I'll re-roll it. I rolled 1 too many. There we go. So 2 side plasmas will get 4 shots.
T4.
Actually, when I shot, there was 8 in the squad, right? So that would have actually been a minimum of 3 per cannon, so it would have been max shots. Yeah. Yes. They miss. I haven't used my expert sharpshooters reroll yet. Ooh, done another wound to myself. Every time I've used it on him, he's just hurt himself. And then 3 wounds.
3 wounds? There's only 2 of them left, so...
They're gone.
No,
yeah.
Baby gone.
Okay, so that is the unit of Poxwalkers there dealt with. The Demon Prince dealt with, but only one of the Death Shroud bastards dealt with. I personally feel more threatened by the Death Shrouds because whilst the Plague Marines are good, unless you want to start really giving up points, you're not going to move off that backfield objective.
Or am I?
Or am I? I just realised I made a really stupid decision. I didn't go on to enough primary objectives this turn, but it's too late to... We'll just wear it. We'll just deal with it, man. We'll deal with it. So the Executioner is going to put everything into the 2 Death Shrouds.
These guys?
Yeah. That's that Executioner there, guys.
Yeah.
So the number of shots from the main cannon is going to be 8. Because you've got invulnerable. See, it totally skews your perceptive of how your tanks do when enemies don't get any kind of save against them. And then you're like, oh, I could split fire. Like, no. Don't split us the firius. I'll use my expert sharpshooter reroll there. Hey, he's done it again. Right, he's wounded himself. We're 3 for 3 on the plasma tanks.
Hey.
Ooh, so that will be only 2 wounds.
2 wounds. 4.
Oh, God, yeah.
First one passes. Ooh, second one fails. So
that's 2 damage after you've taken things into account. Side plasma. Only 2 shots. I might not get them. I do get to reroll that. That was a drop dice. I'm going to do it again.
He just wrecked my model. I win again.
Yeah, I should have. That was a drop dice, guys, and I don't count drop dice. And also, I damaged Tom's model, so it wouldn't have been fair. It is a wound though. There's literally no point me overcharging this, but I've done it now. It's fine. AP many. AP 3.
Fail it, baby.
So you do take the damage.
I do take a singular
damage. 2 hits with a heavy bolter. 2 wounds with a heavy bolter. You need double 1. I need to see some snake eyes here, buddy.
Oh,
no.
Sweet.
So it goes to show how tough those Death Shroud are. They actually managed to take the firepower from...
Tougher than
Custodian. So there's one guy left over there. Fair enough. Now, the rest of my shooting is fairly minimal, guys. It's going to be... Because all those Poxwalkers are dead. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a bunch of cameras shooting into combat. So we'll do that, and then we'll be back once we've removed the casualties. And we're going into the charge phase. And do you hear the sound of hooves, Tom?
I do hear sound of hooves.
Yeah. When the winged hussars arrive.
What's that noise? Oh my God! It's the Rough Riders!
Yeah, baby, we're getting into the Rough Rider phase in just a moment.
Mongolian throat singing in the back.
Yeah, like Sadhu Car sound and all this kind of stuff. Awesome. All right, we'll be back in just a moment. So once all the little piddly bits of shooting had gone, the 2 Sentinel Lance Cannons, even without any kind of take aim or anything, still were able to get 2 hits, 2 wounds, and they absolutely smashed the little plague. What was it? Not the Tallyman, the
Plague Surgeon.
The Plague Surgeon, he is gone. The 2 chimeras over here, actually, I was really disappointed in their performance. They only killed 3 Poxwalkers. I was hoping they'd clear like maybe 4 or 5 to make the Rough Riders' job a little bit easier. And then we had the Chimera over there, which actually shot into combat and was able to kill those 2 Poxwalkers there. That freed the infantry squad and the officer up to try and finish off the final Death Shroud. But Tom got pretty lucky on his 4-up saves and stuff and was able to weather the storm quite nicely, even against the plasma shots.
It seems the Death Shroud are fully operational.
Yeah, well, they're pretty operational, I'm not going to lie. So now we are on to the Rough Riders. Now, Tom, being an annoying little shitbag, removed the 2 that were near here.
Do you want me to measure it for you?
I'm just going to roll and see what I get. Yeah. Okay, I think I get bonuses, but we'll see. I don't. It doesn't matter. It's an ugly planet. It's a bug planet. If they'd had these on Clendathu, we would have done fine. Yeah, just move them all. You move them all into third engagement range. Yeah. Now I am going to spend a CP for the big charge. Basically, I get to do mortal wounds. I think on a 4+. I'll just double check to charge them, and then we'll be back. Okay, so we are doing Thunderous Charge. It's not on a 4+, actually. I have to equal or exceed your toughness. And you're toughness 5 right now, thanks to Putrescent Vitality. So I need 5 and 6. It's only going to cost me 1 CP, so it's worth giving it a go. Ooh. There you go. 2 more wounds
2 more
done.
Wounds, baby. 2 6s. Oh,
no, okay.
I've got the ones out of the way.
Got the ones out of the way. So that's 2 that have been just stampeded down. Now, obviously, we're going in with the frag tips, boys. Now, Tom is -1 to hit due to miasma of pestilence. That is for any time an attack roll is made, not just in the shooting phase. So, but thanks to fixed bayonets, I will be hitting on 3s still.
The guys with spears need bayonets.
Well, they just add an extra knife onto the end. They're like, okay, so I have missed with 4. But
going to London, you got used with knives on knives.
Yeah, exactly. But that does mean I have got 7 hits, which is actually 21 hits.
7 hits, doesn't it just double it?
No, it's 2 extra. It's not hits. 1 extra, it's 2 extra. I get 21 hits. So we'll get those dice together 1 second. So these are the 21 hits. Now I do need to wound you on. I still wound you on 3s because even though you're strength 5, I am strength 6 on the charge. That looks okay.
That's nice. Do you not get any rerolls or anything?
I don't think so. I'll double check, but I don't think so. I think I get like some bonuses to like not get like modifiers on the charge. So if we take these out, I have missed with that's very statistical, you know. I've missed with 7, so there's 14 there. That's easy to work out. So these are 1 damage each, and that's it basically. So 14. 14.
14.
Failed 7. 14 6-ups. I don't know how many you've got left in that squad, but
6-ups.
Ooh.
So I passed
3.
3.
So that should be 11 dead.
11 dead.
Did you take the 2 out that I ran over?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
There's 1 guy left. That's okay. The chimeras can try and run him over. That's all right. You actually
they're in combat.
Yeah, I can run you over. There's a chimera there, isn't there?
Yeah, so what I'm going to do...
What are you going to try? What's the play here, Tom? What's the play here?
Interesting.
Can't believe you've got 12 left. If those chimeras have just done their bloody job.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, you want to keep that 1 on the objective.
There we go.
Okay. Now, I'm just going to check. Can I use Crush Them? Can I use Crush Them?
In combat.
In combat. Let's just take a look. Okay, so whilst I was just checking Crush Them, which I can't do, it has to be a battle tank or super heavy. I'm pretty certain that chimera could crush that Poxwalker, but sadly, it is not to be.
That Poxwalker lifts.
He does lift. Now, you did fight back with your Poxwalker. Clearly, he didn't lift too much.
No,
He didn't do any damage.
He just went, eh.
Yeah, this is the early combat, right? Yeah. So, I need this Chimera to run him over. No! I might as well. There's literally no point in me not using a CP on this. No, doesn't do anything. Elite Sharpshooters. No. Doesn't do anything.
In combat. Use the gun.
Use the force, man. Now, the reason that's so big, guys, is because it means that Tom is going to control that objective because he's OBSEC and I'm not, which means at the end of my turn, even though I've done my action and stuff over here, I will only score 1 bonus point for it. So I'm really struggling on primary at the moment, but I mean, I really had 1 turn to try and score it, so there we go.
Well, yeah, we're going into turn 3.
We're going into turn 3 now. Now, we have cleared quite a lot. You know, the Death Shrouds have been whittled down to just 1 guy over there. The Blight Lord, so there's a total of 8 Terminators on the board. The Demon Prince, the Prince of Demons, is gone. But the problem is, guys, that Tom's got to get 3 CP now. So there's a chance he's going to spend those 3 CP and bring back 20 Poxwalkers. You can only do it once per game. Thomas learned off camera he can only do it once per game. There was a little incident in another battle.
So the first time I played this army, I printed off the Terminus S rules and was like, oh, I love this army. And I took it to the club and I played a game against a good mate of mine. And he was just going, oh my God, they keep coming. They're everywhere. I was bringing them back each turn. I was like, this is amazing. I want to play this all the time. After the game, messaged me and goes, Tom, that's only once per game. Okay. And I beat him, and I was like, just you could tell. You
have the win. Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. I was mortified. I felt so bad. And then the other night at the club, he came up to me and went, said to guy I was playing against, goes, make sure he only uses that once per game.
Nice. So at the end of that turn, I gain 1 point for the primary, but I do gain 3 points for boots on the ground. I'm in 3 table quarters. I did gain 2 points for special orders, and I will get 4 points from flexible command this turn because I'm actually in range of everyone I need to be in range of. So I'm actually doing on my secondaries. I'm having a great time. I'm a good little scorer. But on my primaries, it's abysmal. But that's kind of how your list is meant to play. Yeah. I did go second, which means I do get obviously a chance to score turn 5. Obviously, I have cleared all but 1 of the Poxwalkers off the board unless Tom decides to bring them back. So we'll see what his plans within plans are. But yeah, we'll be back at the end of the Death Guard, turn 3, command and movement phase. Mm-hmm. Command and movement phase, turn 3 for the Death Guard is complete. As per tradition, the 4 remaining Blight Lord Terminators have received the buffs from the remaining characters over here. What exactly are they receiving? Is it
so they're getting plus 1 to hit from the Tallyman.
Very good.
And they're also getting exploded 6s because of the...
Virulent Man?
No, it's the Tollkeeper ability from the Tallyman.
Okay,
so it's a relic that you give him.
Yes.
He goes, explode!
So it's the Tallyman giving them the buffs?
Yes.
Excellent. So the Tallyman has put both... I just thought it'd be a little bit more specific because last time we sort of glossed over it. So the Tallyman is giving them the buffs there. Mm-hmm. The Death Shroud have moved forward, ready to... You can see this encircling force of Terminators. Every time you think you've knocked the Death Guard down, they bring more stuff out. I have been really impressed by the durability of this list. Cannot wait to get my own Death Guard on the table soon, guys. Next year is the year of the Heretic. Death Guard Channel Army from my side. Traitor Guard Army. We'll have your Death Guard. You're going to add more to your Death Guard. I've Votan there, obviously very heretical. Of course. I've
got about 2,000 points of Death Guard at home, which I still haven't painted.
So and we've got the Orcs coming and the Town.
And the Orcs.
We've got loads coming. Then over here, Tom has stretched Plague Marines out over 2 objectives. Now, did you decide to do the action or not?
Yes, so I'm doing the action on the home objective.
But you're not able to shoot with them now?
No.
Fair enough. You gained many CP And you spent many CP, didn't
Yes.
you? You're actually on 0. Tom managed to get up to 4 CP thanks to his tally man and just being on 2 and going up 1. And he used those CP straight away, and he did the dead walk again over here. He brought back 6 again.
6.
And then many of them fell over because of the...
Spread the sickness.
I think you should have one more on there, you know, because you were up to 7 and then you lost 3.
Oh, yes.
Should have one more there.
Oh, you're a gentle.
And then he used his 3 CP that brings the... What's that stratagem
It's
called?
called...
It brings the whole squad back, doesn't it?
It's called Rotting Tide.
So he uses once per game, 3 CP stratagem, Rotten Tide, to bring the 20 Poxwalkers back. And he stuck them on that objective. And the reason for that is he is going to score a lot of primary points a turn. You're actually going to end up, you're going to control all of the middle objectives by the end of this turn. So you're doing really, really well on your primary scoring. But we've discussed, and this is probably the last turn you're going to get to do this. And then I'm going to have turn 4, turn 5 to really try and bring things back.
You won't get any primary next turn.
No, I won't. No. I won't. So I will only be scoring. Hopefully, I can get shitloads turn 4, turn 5. But Tom is doing exactly what he should be doing with this list, which is not worrying about kills and just going for the thrills of scoring objectives. So that is your movement.
Yes.
That is your command.
Yes.
We will do your psychic phase now. So we're back in just a moment.
Yes.
Okay, so we are in the Death Guard turn 3 psychic phase. Where are you starting?
So the Malignant Plaguecaster is going to put Miasma of Pestilence on this big blob of Plague Marines.
Okay.
So that's -1 to hit.
We have the card right here.
Get it down, and it's 6.
It is a 6, good sir.
A goes off.
There you go.
So the -1 to hit. And then they're going to put Putrescent Vitality on them because that will take them up to T6, and that's very nice.
That's really good.
Really
Against
nice.
all my heavy blotters, that's really good.
Hoping for a 7, baby.
Oh, the blessed number!
I had to count again because I'm dumb.
You're an Ogren.
Yes, Ogren Tom, yes.
Yes. Oh, well, I've got an Ogren brain too. My chat well knows that.
And then Typhus is going to cast Psychic Interrogation on...
The command squad again.
Yeah, whichever one I can see. Hiya!
So, he's done it.
And it beats it, but I can't get another CP, which is...
Yeah, you've already gained one, haven't you?
And then
thanks to the tally man, the man of the tally.
The man of the tally of the man.
Yeah.
And then he is going to cast Pernicious Dose on the Death Shroud Terminator's next to him. Okay. I believe he's within 6. He should be within 6.
He is, yeah, it's fine.
And this goes off on a 6.
Oh, yeah. You're doing very... See, you should... The Death Guard, I feel like they are your spirit animal. I mean... Because with Custodes, you don't get a psychic phase. No. And you've been smashing your psychic phase.
Well, Death Guard was my first army I collected. So.
You got tempted to the... I like gold. And then you got tempted. You got tempted.
Gold, and then it's like...
Magpie top. Yeah, I like Magpie top. And the Death Guard are like, you know, we have gold under here. It's
Death
just
Guard
a bit messy.
are just a really refreshing army to play because they don't... Because Custodians don't have the amount of combos that Death Guard.
Yeah, the Custodians are really good because they are like everyone is a one-man army. But...
And every time you kill a unit, I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah. Obviously, we were talking about Death Guard. Yeah. You do with Custodians. You're like, oh my god!
Custodians, I'm like,
you lose
it
a
literally cracks my little heart every time I do it.
Cracks your armour because you haven't got armour contempt as Custodians.
Yes.
I bet you love armour contempt in this army, don't you? I love my armour contempt. Love my armour contempt.
Love me.
Hate the Emperor. Right. Now, that is your psychic phase, I believe, sir?
Yes, shooting phase.
We shall go into your shooting phase. What shooting do you have? Because there's no Death Guard.
So, I'll tell you what, I'll do the exciting one. So, the Death Shroud are going to put all their shots into the 10-man unit.
Directly in front of them?
Directly in front of them. And they're re-rolling their plague weapon this time because of Pernicious Dose.
Okay.
It's a Terminus S1. So, it's 4 Plague Spewers.
Okay.
And how many hits? So that's 10, 11, 12, 13 hits.
13. All right, we'll let you get those dice together. We'll be back in a second. And they are the wound rolls. So now we'll be back with some saves for the guard.
Re-rolling.
Yeah, re-rolling for plague weapons. So after the dust has settled, we have 8 wounds. No AP. Oh, only 4 die. That is quite nice. So we'll take those casualties off. We'll be back in a second.
Just a quick thing. I wasn't winning on 2s. I was winning on 3s because I forgot it's only strength 3, the Plague Spitter Gauntlets.
Very nice.
Yes.
And then we did the Foul Blight Spore next off camera, and he got 6 hits, and he got 6 wounds, and he got 6 kills. So that squad has been reduced to toxic goo. So we'll take those guys off. That is what the battlefield looks like after that, and we'll do some more Death Guard shooting. So then we have the Blight Lord. I got it right for once. Blight Lord Terminator is going into the 10-man squad holding the objective back there. So, Tom, how many shots is that going to be?
It's 4 each. So 4, 8, 12,
16. Nice. Okay, so.
And these are hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Hitting on 2s. Very nice.
So all hits and exploding 6s as well.
Oh, Gadzooks, that's what I get as well.
You guard, get everything, mate. Guard, get everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, love the guard.
Love the guard. Every day in the guard, it's like a day on the farm.
And then 3s to wound you.
3s to wound. So we'll let you pick those wounds out and we're back in just a moment. So that is 12 wounds after the old dust has settled. So I'm going to spend a stratagem that gives me 7 CP back, and it's called the Emperor Protects, and they all auto pass.
Oh yeah, it also gives you 45 points on primary.
Of course, yes, of course. No, I wish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 passed, 6 failed, 4 left. All right, we'll take this guys off. We're back in a second.
Yes.
Okay, we are into the charge phase now. No more shooting left for the Death Guard. Typhus is going to go into the Chimera. It's pretty good charge for him. So let's see what he gets.
Please don't do a Trajan.
No, he's just about made it. So we'll move. I'll tell you what.
Well, he's not just about made it, because guess what? He ignores terrain modifiers.
Yeah, it's very good. I've actually moved him just off the. Oh, he doesn't really.
You could put him just on.
His little tip. His little little base.
Little wiggly.
Yeah, good. Then you've got the the foul blight spawn.
He's in.
He loves it. Now, do you want to do some looping around the back shenanigans?
Yes. Yes, just throw him as far as 11 inches.
I reckon with piling stuff, you'll easily end up there. Okay.
And then the Blight Lords, they're in as well.
They're in, but they're probably...
Just touching it, basically.
They're going to get to there. There we go. Got to make the noise.
Can you charge if you're doing perform an action?
You can, but it will fail.
Ah.
You can shoot, but then it fails.
Okay.
That's the thing, so...
I'll tell you what, I'll go with the Poxwalks over here into the...
Unless you're in the guard.
Unless you're in the guard.
And you've got orders.
Orders.
Alright.
And they're going to charge into the Kim and the... Basically them 3 units.
The big horde is going to try and just tie all those up. They need a 10-inch charge.
Boom. Misses.
That's a 4.
Nothing. And then these Poxwalkers are going to try and charge into them then.
They spread the sickness. When is that action completed?
It's automatically...
We'll double check it.
Yes, we'll double check.
Tell you what, roll the charge and then we'll see if they can even do it.
No, they won't be able to do it.
They won't be able to do it.
I don't think so.
What, you're just going straight into the Chimera?
No, it's going into these guardsmen. So they need...
Oh, so you'd fail anyway. And let's check your...
We'll check the thing, because if...
Also, I'm not going to be like, you tried and you failed. I'm not going to do that to you. If you can do it, they would have failed. If you can't do it, you never made that charge roll. Simple as that.
I believe it's completed as soon as you take the mortal wounds.
Okay.
But I'll have to check that. Guys,
yeah, we'll double check. Either way, it makes absolutely no difference because you didn't make the charge roll.
No, I did not.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I tell you what, I am going to do one more charge.
Okay.
It's going to be Death Shroud into that Chimera, because I believe if they get into the wall, they can just slap him through it. This one.
Oh, yes.
And I believe it will probably be like a 9, 10.
Probably won't be that high. Just roll a dice to see what you get, man.
So it'll be.
You get a 9. I'm pretty confident you'll get in. We'll measure that up. I'll tell you what.
Yep.
We'll do it live.
Do it live.
Fucking thing sucks. Do it live. Alright, we'll be back in a second. 1 minute. Talk amongst yourselves.
You should have heard the pain groans that.
You are in. You are in like your name is Tim, which is the best name. Couldn't think of a saying. I couldn't think of a saying.
Yeah, Tim was making such pain groans when I was bringing back the Poxwalkers.
Oh, so
he's like,
he's taken some moss with him, and I think he's okay with that.
He's alright, yeah, he likes all the griddly bits.
You fight me through the wall. God, I hate 40k. Right,
it's so dumb.
When you play bolt action and you come to 40k, you're like, I'm going to fight you through a wall. But action's like, no.
If you're going to fight someone through a wall, at least say the wall's gone the next turn or something. Yeah. Like, you've literally went, oh yeah!
But you can just smash me through that wall somehow.
Yes, I can.
Everyone's a Necron with the phase blade.
Yes!
Alright, so, guys, it's going to be people wailing on chimeras.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just roll it off camera and we'll be back with a summary of the combat.
Yes.
If anything spectacularly bad happens, we'll capture that bit. Alright, we'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so rather particularly, the 2 chimeras did die, but I was able to pull off a sneaky trick onto Tom. You see, as he killed this chimera, there were 10 men inside it. I spent a CP for emergency disembarkation, and that meant I only lost 2 guys, even rolling 1s and 2s. I have good faith in Master of the Legion. They always get out without taking many casualties. And then I jumped on that objective, and that meant that I was able to get some primary beginning of my turn 3. Huzzah!
But
So,
also,
yes.
you failed something, didn't you, Tim?
What did I fail?
You failed a morale test.
Oh, I failed a morale test.
So I got 5 victory points.
So Tom got 5. I actually have to also roll see if any of those other guys run away. No, so it's fine. So it's going to be the sergeant who's going to run away. Actually, I probably don't need the Voxcast. It's going to be the Voxcast that runs away. So yeah, Tom is absolutely smashing it on the scoring. Considering he got 15 primary last turn, which is pretty mad. So we are going to be going into the guard turn 3. End of guard movement and command phase turn 3. We have done gunner's kill on sight on this tank here. We have done take aim from the command squad onto the sentinels over here. The tank commander has issued the gunner's kill on sight order to the executioner here, so that those 2 chimeras are also getting reroll 1s to hit. And the Castellan was just in range to give the Rough Riders fixed bayonets before they then all decided to move off. And the Rough Riders were like, you know what? We've dealt with one mob of difficult Poxwalkers. Now we're going to deal with a mob of easy Poxwalkers. Because there's no minuses to hit. There's no toughness buff there. We're just going to have a good time. So that is the movement and command phase for the guard. Obviously, we have no psychic. I should actually mention that I was able to get special orders off on this objective here because Tom only had 4 Poxwalkers on it. And I was able to get 5 models onto that objective. So,
well, I've got 6 models on that objective.
Over here?
Over there.
No, I'm talking about this one.
Here. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm not doing. I'm not doing this objective, mate.
No,
I'm not doing this objective. Okay, so we will be back in the guard shooting phase. Okay, the 2 Lascan Sentinels are going to go into this man. Is he even a man anymore?
He's a mouse.
He's more blight spawn than he is man. Okay, 2 hits.
Yes.
2 wounds. Does he have an invulnerable save?
Let me just check, sir.
Okay, we're back in just a second. He does not have an invulnerable save, but you don't need one when you roll 2 5-ups like a boss. That has really put a spanner in my works. So the next thing that I am going to do is I'm going to fire my plasma tank, and he's going to put everything into these guys here. They need to die. They need to die. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll put this in a bottle here, but everything else is going into here. All right, so the main turret. Oh, that's 8 shots. Bruh. Bruh. Oof. Oof. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. Overcharged. Of course, I roll 1,000,000 2s. Okay, by the way, I should say that I did heal his wound again with my Engine Seer. All right, I'm going to use my Elite Sharpshooter roll there. Finally, he didn't hurt himself with it. Brilliant. And then he will be wounding on 3s. Okay, that's a little bit better. 4 wounds.
4 wounds.
At AP minus 4.
Is this the ignoring?
No.
Oh, so it's minus 4.
4 up invulnerable saves.
4 up, baby.
I do give you a tray, but you decide to ignore it. There you go.
Sorry.
That's all right.
So I failed 2 damage.
It's going to be damage 2 overall because it would be so.
So just 1 dead then.
So just 1 dead initially. Okay, we've killed 1. We've killed 1. Is that one okay?
Yes.
Okay. Then got the 2 side plasmas. Got 3 shots. We've got 1 hit. We've got a wound. You'll be on your 4 up again. You're gonna
4 up, baby.
Oh, wait, where's it going? Where's it going? Where's it going? That's just 1 damage.
That's the issue. That's the I roll in your tray and it gives you your look.
Yeah, that's true. So then we've got. Oh god.
Now he's using mine.
Got a dirty dice, man. So then we've got the heavy bolter. 2 hits. No wounds. So he has taken a wound, good sir. So I'm just going to nick a dice from here.
please.
Okay, that's taken a little bit more than I would have liked it to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my Vanquisher. And my Vanquisher is going to put the big cannon and... Sorry, he's got 2 wounds left. The big cannon and the las cannon into there. And it's going to put the blotters and the stubber into there. So the Vanquisher cannon... Got the hit. The Vanquisher cannon... I'm going to use my CP.
Ooh.
No! That's big. All right, I've got the laser cannon. God, this dice, fuck off. Right, gonna use my elite sharpshooters roll there. Right, got a hit. Got a wound. God, 3 rolls and a 1. Right, 1, 4 up. 4 up,
invulnerable save. Yeah! Oh,
you make it on a 6.
Baby.
You make it on a 6. You totally missed the tray.
Missed the tray.
Okay, the Vanquisher not doing anything. Not great. And then the 2 heavy blotters into the foul man. 1 hit. Wow, it's not doing great. No wounds. All right, I need to get some mojo back in my rolls. Okay, here we go, boys. Whoa. No. Okay, my dice. Things are happening to my dice here, guys. I'm not happy about this. I've just fired literally 2. I've literally just fired 2 fucking battle tanks and 2 sentinels, and I've killed a single Terminator. I'm not feeling super happy about the situation right now. All right, my command squad's gonna put everything they've got into the foul man. This is the flamer. Nothing. They do get to reroll. No, they don't. They're not caught, so that's fine. I've got 2, 3 las guns in there. 2 hits. Stupid veteran's not hitting and good wounds anymore. 1 wound on him. 1 regular leg save. 1 3 up.
Hey, okay. Saves it, baby.
And then a bolt.
I rolled a 4 off screen. Sorry about that. That's okay. Tim's not a very good cameraman.
When I am looking at the dice tray, you're just steadfastly refusing to roll in it.
You know what? I'm removing it. It's gone.
It's gone. All right. So, so the command's going to do anything. So now we're going to have to fire the Chimera into the foul man. So we've got the turret weapon. 3 hits. Thank God. All right. We'll do the whole heavy bolter as well whilst we're here. We'll use the elite sharpshooter roll there. Okay, finally things are happening. All right, we've got 3 wounds on him. 3 ups, Tom. Here we go.
On the foul blight spawn?
On the foul blight spawn.
Yeah. Oh,
he's passed them all.
There we go.
Stubber. No. Las gun arrays. Getting desperate if they were cutting down to las gun arrays.
It's like a scene from Alien when the sentry turrets are running out. He's like, 7.
5 guns left on gun 1. 5 bullets on left 1.
It's out. We're gone.
2 wounds on him. 2 3 ups.
2 3 ups.
Ooh. It's not failed to save yet, guys. You know what? I'm going to go and shoot stuff that isn't so rude as to actually have a good armor save. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot my infantry squad here, and I'm going to put them into the pox wall because I need to do something that makes me feel good about myself. So we've got a also good on the sergeant, which will have 2 hits because I'm not what do you call it? I'm not take aiming with that squad. So 1 wound, 1 6 of feel no pain. If you make this,
on the poxwalker?
Yeah. If you make this, no. Okay. We're going to go for the grenade launcher. Oh, yeah, 6 hits.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Or 6 shots, I should say.
Ooh,
Okay. 1 wound. Another 6 up, feel no pain, sir.
6 up, feel no pain. Oh.
No. Okay, we killed another one. Got a plasma gun.
My boys.
We're gonna overcharge it.
Why?
We're gonna use the elite sharpshooters.
Literally hit him.
No, he's done it again. Every time. I kill. So 2 damage, 2 feel no pains. Oh, he gave it a go. There's 1 guy left. We're gonna chuck a frag grenade at him. 6 more hits with the frag grenade.
Please, my boy, the last guy standing.
Okay, 4 hits. 2 wounds, 2 6 feel no pains. Oh, your dice have done something today. So we have wiped out 1 unit of poxwalkers. So what I need to do now is I need to just keep plucking away at the other unit of poxwalkers over there. Now, I think the Rough Riders can actually do a huge amount of damage to them.
Huge.
Because they're going to get the rerolls from the Castellan, because it's not just ranged attack. So they'll hit on 2 rolling ones.
If you start shooting it, though, I will be taking these models off and making you charge.
Oh, well, I can still go through the wall, mate. Don't worry. Yeah, look, there's I've done it in such a manner that I can go either side. Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah, disgusting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire the Chimera into them first.
Yes, go for it.
So that's going to be 2 hits. It will have reroll 1s, thanks to the audit. No. And then we're going to go for 1 wound. So 1 2 damage wound so far, Tom. I'm just going to do Elite Sharpshooters on that.
Is this into the pox?
Oh, sorry, those are 2. That was on the 2, and then get through all the 1 with guns gun sight. No. Yeah, so you've got 1 wound so far, buddy. You've got 2 wounds so far. Now you've got 2 wounds, and these are 2 damage each. So if you make these, then
one's alive. I could say.
Well, you shouldn't have done it like that, man.
I shouldn't have done it. I'll take both of them.
Yeah, I was going to say. It's not Necron reanimation, you bastard, alright? You can't do it like that.
Let's take off this objective.
All right, we've got the we got the stubber man. 1 hit.
He lives.
Nah, we've got the lad's gonna array. It's gonna get 12 shots. This is 1 long cut, man. So I'll tell you what, this is 3, 6, 9. I've got 3 more shots after this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. Oh, there's a 1 in there. Nope. Okay.
He's starting to believe.
I'm starting to get annoyed. So 3 wounds from the Lasgun Arrays into the Poxwalkers. 3 6-ups.
Oh, do you know what? It's not nice, is it, Tim? It's not
2,
nice. It's not nice.
2. This is what it feels like to face my Krieg list, and I realise now that I can never use that again because it's such a bastard of a list. All right, so that's that. I'm going to have a little think, guys, and then I'm going to come back with some more shooting. So I'm going to do the next plasma tank. He's going to do his heavy bolter into the Poxwalkers over there. And he's going to put all of his plasma into the Death Shrouds here. Okay, so we have got the main turret. So, okay, that's 7 shots. It's a respectable number. Okay.
Not great, not terrible.
I have rolled 3 2s. Not ideal. But I do get to be one of those elite shock troops. That's become 4 hits. All right. I have got 3 wounds on you. Okay. 3 4-up invulnerable saves.
4-up invulnerable save.
Oh,
fell one.
So that's going to kill 1.
Damage?
It's 3 that goes down to 2.
Take him off. Okay. Get him out of here.
Get your hands off my eye holes. All right, so a bit of an obscure reference there. So we've got the 2 side plasma. Okay, we're cooking on gas. That's 5 hits. 5 shots, I should say. Okay, we've got 2 misses because I'm a player, and we've got 1 reroll. No, that didn't do anything. Right, 2 hits. Uno wound. Un wound.
On the
same dealio.
And he's
got a 4-up invulnerable save.
Oh,
he's passed it. Okay.
Passed it.
Now we're going to go for the heavy blotter into the Poxwalkers. All right. Yes. That's 1 hit. It is a wound, so you'll need to make 2. No. Kill 1. All right. Now we're going to go for the Vanquisher tank. The Vanquisher cannon is going to go and put his heavy bolter. The Vanquisher tank is going to put his heavy bolters and his storm bolter into the Poxwalkers. But the Vanquisher cannon and the Las cannon, how many wounds does Typhus have?
I think he has 6.
We're going to go into Typhus. Does he have a feel no pain?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Probably not. There's no plague surging around, right?
Just give me 2 seconds. I will tell you right now. Typhus has 6 wounds, 4 up invul.
What's his base armor save? Is it 2?
It's 2, and he's in cover. It's why I didn't let you move him out of that cover. His tip needed staying.
Yes! Got the hit! No! Again! There's nothing I can do about it. I've already used my CP. Las cannon, hit, wounds. Where was that before? Alright, you get a 4-up invulnerable.
4-up invulnerable save.
Of course. In fact, you would have made that on the Vanquisher as well, man. All right. God, how much firepower do I need to put into
Do you know what?
them?
I've suffered 2 battle reports.
I don't know why I'm doing these one at a time. There you go.
Pure horrendousness.
I will use my...
vindication.
God. Justice. All right. 1 wound on the Poxwalkers.
In wound 6.
No.
Oh.
Stormblotter.
Technically, that's cocked.
Fuck off. It's a little bit of gravel. All right. 1 more wound. One more wound.
On Poxwalker again?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, so 2 more should be slain.
2 more should be slain.
Okay, now I don't think I've got any more firepower. Wow, those such a shame. The Vanquishers normally do really well, and they've actually really let me down because all I've killed with essentially 4 main battle tanks is two guys. That's it. That's all I've killed. That's pretty. That's pretty significant.
Spicy.
That is pretty spicy. I'm not gonna lie. So what I need to do now is make myself feel better by charging some Rough Riders into some Poxwalkers. Ooh! I'm going to use the CP. I'm going to use the CP, Tom.
Do it.
Come on, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Yeah, there we go. So I'm on 1 CP. I'm going to spend it on Thunderous Charge.
Kill him dead.
Yeah, kill 3 of them on the way in. So 3 down the way in, and then I shall move my guys in there. You do have 6 of Feel No Pain. I told you if you'd have died. It's like a Necron Lord. The universe should conform to my will. That's how it works, man. All right, so we're going to move those Rough Riders in, and we'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so we have moved the Rough Riders in. This is going to make me feel better. That shooting phase was one of the worst ones I've had in a long time. But I don't think it was... I think it was just the 2 Vanquishers let me down. Everything else was about right. But you were pretty good on your saves. But yeah, it was pretty gnarly. So I'm actually on 0 CP now, just so you know.
You've spent your...
But I am hitting on... But I do have fixed bayonets on these horses.
Which totally makes sense.
Which makes me hit on 2s. They are within 6 inches of the Castellan. I checked. It's not just range attacks. He gives reroll 1s to hit for any time, a core unit makes an attack. So I've got 11 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s with the frag tips. Oh, let me reroll that one. Okay, they've all hit, Tom. So that will be 33 hits in total, not 11. Do you like that? That's pretty good, isn't it? 33. I probably didn't need to waste any shooting on them whatsoever. Hit on 2s, rolling 1s. Pretty nice. But wounding on 3s. You're right. So I'll get all of those together and I'll be back in just a second. And I just rolled my dice off camera because there was just so many of them. I couldn't fit them all in my hand. And I only got 16 wounds out of 33 hits. That's like less than half wounding on 3s. So now Tom has to make 16 6-up Feel No Pains on those Poxwalkers.
Only need to make 7. It's doable.
You need to make
a
7.
Sacred number.
I think you know. Yeah, something like that. So let's see how you do. Yeah.
Doable. Blessings of Nurgle.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, thank God. He gave it a good go.
It was a jolly good roll.
He gave it a good go. Yeah, I just had a sucky turn 3 then, man.
That was it. I said to Tim off camera, I was like, that turn 3 is like, for some reason, all of the luck in the universe.
Yeah, that was a sucky turn 3. But it is what it is. Now, the end result isn't so bad, guys, because I have actually wiped out all of the Poxwalkers. They can't come back. It's like that scene from guy. They're dead. They're not coming back. Like, that's what it is. So, I have also reduced a lot of the, reduced the Terminators down even further. There are only like 6 left on the board, one of which is just like chilling out back here. Yep. So, you have taken a lot of casualties. In terms of primary... I am actually going to get 2 points for the second part of the primary as well. And I also will get to consolidate onto here and try and hold this objective a bit more. So, it's not too bad for the guard. I will also get 3 points for 3 points for my inflexible command, 4 points for my flexible command. I'll get 3 points for my boots on the ground. I should be on 5 in total for special orders. So it's fine. We're doing okay, but we'll just have to see what happens going into the Death Guard turn 4. Now you're going to be on 3 objectives which means you will gain 4.
1, 2, 3, 4 at the back.
I control that one.
Oh, yes, that's true.
So you're on 3.
Yes.
God, he's cheating here, Matt, guys. He's cheating here.
Sorry, yes.
So he's on 3 objectives. And so that will give him 8 primary points. Now, I should at least get some primary in my turn 4, turn 5, but we'll see how many I get. But we'll be back in a moment with Tom's. We're going to do a summary turn 4 because we are getting pretty close to the sort of the end of the game. So we'll be back with the end of the Death Guard turn 4. So a summary of turn number 4 for the Death Guard. The heretics are running rampant, boys. I think that last turn 3 of mine may have sealed the fate of the game. We're gonna give the Guard a turn 4, and then we'll see where we go, because the Death Guard turn 4 was very impressive. Typhus mopped up the 3 little infantry that I was hoping we're gonna sneak around here and do some shenanigans. The firepower, I just couldn't make a save, guys. I didn't make any saves. I didn't make any feel no pains. A paltry 2 Stormbolters, and like this one guy just killed like the whole command squad.
Yeah, he rolled a 6 on his.
He just kept going.
He rolled 6 for his Death's Head grenade, and I went, they're only OP -1, and she just failed.
I just failed everything. So yeah, it's just one of those. The Death Shroud here just burst through the wall. We're able to contact both tanks. I made one save on my Lehman Russ, so it's down to 1 wound. It didn't make that save, would have died. The only little ray of hope. All of this died. All of this died from the shooting and the charging. Yarrick is now, he is dead now, guys. You know, it's accurate. We're lore accurate now with the Codex. But he didn't die to orcs. He got filled in by a bunch of Plague Marines. The only sort of, you can hear Tom cackling in the background. He got absolutely he just got crushed. And then the only ray of hope was the lone Death Shroud charged in here, and I just hit him back with the he killed like one guy, and the Metal Lancer just went back and was going to be like little poke, and just absolutely exploded him. He just turned into mist. So the reason why that's such a big deal, guys, is I've now lost all of my officers, which means I can't do special orders, so I can't get any more points on that, and I can't get pretty much any more for inflexible command. My infantry's so tattered that I'm down to like a few boots on the ground points. So, and I'm so far behind on primary that there's really not much I can do. So what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to have a little hurrah. I'm going to shoot some stuff with my tanks. And then we'll call it there, because
we will finish this game, Timothy.
We will finish by me conceding. So that's what's because I think you've played really well, and there is genuinely nothing I think I can do to pull us back. Because
0 for primary.
You see, I'm getting 0 for primary, boys. There's just not much more I can do. So all I'm gonna do, Tom, all I want to do is kill Typhus. That's it.
Lord Typhus.
That's it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, I'm going for Typhus. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to move and advance. My command phase, I'm doing some orders. I'm going to move and advance 1. He's going to go, basically, he's going up to there, Tom. He's going up to there. Okay, they're coming round here. All right. This tank commander's going to, he's not even going to advance. He's just going to move back to here so we can shoot from his bum. And we're just going to put all that into Typhus. And then you're going to win the game. And I think that's really cool, man. I'm actually really fucking stoked that you got your first channel win, dude. But we'll go over that in the final thoughts in just a moment. Okay, guys, this is it. Can we kill Typhus? Okay, first Vanquisher Cannon into him. It's a miss. I'm going to use Elite Sharpshooters. It's a hit.
It's a hit, baby.
Okay, now this is the difficult bit. Yeah. You wouldn't think it would be with a strength 14 gun.
No, definitely not.
Oh, thank God.
There we go.
Now, you do get a 6-up save because of our bloody Armor of Contempt. Come over here. Come and roll it on. Roll it in my dice tray, man. Roll it in my dice tray. You're coming to my kingdom now.
Oh.
Okay. So he's taking... I think he's dead. He's very dead. All right. He's taken 7 damage plus 3 mortal wounds. He's taken 10 damage. He doesn't feel no pain. Typhus is dead! Huzzah! There you go, guys. The thing is, guys, even if I end up like killing more stuff over here, I may have lots of units left, but I literally can't score 2 of my secondaries. You know, boots on the ground. I'm boots on the ground. I'll get 2 more times. That'll put me on like 7 in total for boots on the ground.
How many points would that be? Just
2 in total.
2. Oh, so
2 more.
That'll be 8. That'll be 8.
So I'd get 8 on that.
Yep.
And then I can't get any more special orders, which is 5. And if I'm lucky, I'll get 2 more turn on inflexible command. So that'd be like 4 more. And that's it. That's me scoring. Because I can't score here. I can't get primary. I'm not going to get you on primary.
No.
So yeah. So I literally just can't. Or you got to remember, guys, a lot of my firepower's tied up here as well. So that is going to be my turn 4. And then I'm going to shake Tom's hand for a very, very well played game. Good game, sir.
Good game.
Good game. You've broken my winning streak with the guard, man. But not with my Mordians. It's okay. This is the second line army. No, I'm only joking, Tom. Really, really well played. I think you absolutely smashed it, dude. But some final thoughts, guys, for me. Death Guard. I honestly feel Death Guard are just a vast improvement over your Custodes, man. I just think that you've got the numbers that this list really struggles with. Your toughness on those guys is just amazing as well, dude. And I have to say, I think just the durability of those Terminators, man, is just really, really strong.
The regular Plague, I'm surprised you didn't shoot the Plague Marines. The Plague Marines are 210 points. And they're tough as balls. They're so...
There's always something else for me to deal with. That's the problem.
So it made me laugh when you were like, I've killed 60, 70 Poxwalkers, and I just looked at you and went, I'm going to bring 20 back, and you just went...
I did kill 100. I must have killed, between you bringing them back with the Dead Walk in, I must have killed, I think, 118,
so
120 Poxwalkers.
List, you killed 20 additional because I brought them back, so that's 100. And then I brought...
them back 3 times?
3 6s back?
Yeah, so 118.
Yeah, 118.
I got 118 Poxwalkers. I mean, that's a dead power, guys. It's pretty extensive. But this is 40k. It's not about how much you kill. It's about how much you
nice
score.
I always like doing like the primary objectives. Like if I can just sit on an objective and like be happy, I'm happy, and that's what I used to do with Custodes. Can't do that anymore. And then obviously I played these like 2 times at the minute, and I'm like, I love it.
Yeah, you're really on a Death Guard kick at the moment. And I have to say, dude, it certainly seems to be the army that feels more natural. As you're sort of moving around the board, you just seem, I'm doing this. It's just flowing. I feel like your Custodes, you love your Custodes, but often I feel like you spend a lot of time thinking and not a lot of time just acting instinctively with them.
It's because with Custodes, you've also got a limited amount of units and shots, so you have to like... It doesn't seem like a finesse army, but you have to like sort of go, I can withstand this damage, I can give out this damage. And to me, the Custodes, the stat lines aren't actually reflecting, because it feels like everybody's toughness 5 these days. And so, and with everyone taking like above T6 and stuff, it's like, you're not tough. Whereas like with the Death Guard, you can make your Plague Marines T6, you can make the Poxwalkers T5.
Yeah.
And like, you're reducing damage by 1. It's just super nice. Super nice.
Yeah. I have to say, I felt that this army was significantly tougher than the Custodes. I also felt like this army, due to it being tougher, it had more punch. I think the thing I've noticed with the Custodes, dude, is they come flying in, but after turn 3, it's like, where's it gone?
Yeah.
Where's it gone? Whereas these guys,
a lot of the time,
exactly. Going into turn 3, it's like there's nothing left here. But with the plague Marines and with the Death Guard, I felt like every single turn, you had more stuff, and it sort of dawned on me going into that turn 3, and especially after that turn 3, it dawned on me when I was like, I can't do enough in 2 turns with the list that I've got here. It was genuinely, I have to say, guys, it was an absolute pleasure to play into a proper zombie horde Death Guard army. We've both played a lot of Darktide, so it's great to actually get on the tabletop. Well, I'll tell you what, they need to get Plague Marines into Darktide, don't they, man? Just one as a boss.
Like that, having a Plague Marine as a boss would be Amazing.
That would be awesome. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the battle report.
I'll tell you the scores in a sec once I've added them up.
You've added them. Well, technically, if I concede, you get 70 points and I get 0.
Nice
Technically, just saying.
It'd be nice to see. I'll just quickly add Tim's score up, and then we'll be.
He just wants to rub it in. He's like, I got 90 odd points. Tim got like 3.
No, because
he didn't even get painting.
He didn't even get painting.
He didn't get painting, lad.
So I would get 93.
Nice. You've got that a few times this list now, haven't you?
I got 98.
98 in your last game. Your army certainly is a bit of an anti-mech army, which is good to see.
Yeah, the issue is that I know if you ran your...
Well, I think if we do... What did I end up getting?
You got 8 on primary.
I got 8 on primary, guys. I mean, turn 5, I might have got some more, but yeah, at the point of concession, I got 8 on primary.
I was totting it up. I was like, what can you get next turn and stuff? So what is it?
8 on primary. That is that is just embarrassing. It's better than the 0 I get from conceding. Flexible command will be 5. No, flexible command will be, I'm on 7 now, will be 11 by the end of the game.
Okay.
And special orders will be 5, so that's 16. And boots on the ground will be...
you did well on secondaries.
8. So, no, I did dog shit, man.
No, you did all right. You got 31 overall on secondaries.
So I will end the game on 49 points. 49 points. An absolute smashing. You have a fantastic job, Tom. Genuinely, I think you absolutely played a little hard in that game, man. It was really awesome to see.
Well, we'll be seeing on the next battle report as well, because I'm playing this list again.
Yeah.
So we will be seeing it against, I'm presuming, like Scions or something.
So next battle report is either going to be your infantry horde versus my infantry horde, or it's going to be your infantry horde versus my Scions. So we'll see how it goes. But either way, it should be pretty exciting.
Yes.
Oh, I'd love to see the Dreadnought go into this, man.
Oh.
I'd love to see the Dreadnought.
I don't have any killing power other than the Terminators, I guess.
And I reckon the Dreadnought could take on the Death Shroud. Definitely. Not in terms of killing, they're both going to bounce off each other. But anyway, guys, that's something you will hopefully get to look forward to in the next battle report. I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Congratulations, Tom. Make sure you say lots of nice things down in the comment section. He's got his first win on the channel. Very, very good.
Thank God.
Praise be to Nurgle. Screw the Emperor. I'm not protecting him anymore. I'm not Custodes.
On another note, it's the first time I've beaten Tim
ever.
Yeah.
Well, that is true, actually. Yeah, maybe this is maybe you turn this franchise around. Maybe this is where
villain arc. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Life. I realised my life.
You have had to sell your soul to Papa Nurgle.
Oh, it's just the difference in the way you feel playing like an army where you're like I don't care if I lose these.
Yeah, welcome to my world,
it's
man.
Like it's such a nice feeling because you know that your opponent with their units are going, I need to do this. And they're stressing out.
That was what I was like. I was trying to husband my obsec, and it just didn't quite work.
When you were blocking me with your chimeras, I was like, go for it.
I don't care.
I'll stay in combat with your chimeras for 5 turns as long as I'm sat on these objectives.
So my final thought would be Rough Riders MVP by Miles.
Yeah, they were really cool.
Yeah, they were really good. You do have...
They could pick up a squad of 20 each turn. Like, if you brought 2 of them...
Yeah.
Obviously, list tailoring, don't do that.
I think I'd bring a squad... I think 2 squads of 5 is pretty much an auto include.
Saying that, you are going to be list tailoring in the next battle report, because you know what you're facing.
No, not at all. Who's your MVP? And then we'll wrap it up.
My MVP...
Poxwalkers?
Oh, yeah, honestly. They don't deal damage, but they just... It's so funny going... Dead walk again and see Tim's little glint in his eye.
I want that. I want that for my guard.
Yeah,
the guy,
so
the man with the rifle shoots. That should be what it be.
Well, you get it with a medic. You're like,
that is true. That is true. I do get to medic people. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that battle report. I certainly did, and I'm sure Tom was absolutely buzzing on getting that victory.
I just love playing Terminus Est. I think it's such a fun theme of an army, and I think I figured out how to make it work.
Yeah.
So it's just like getting wins with it. It's like it's not a meta list by any means, but it's not like a just a meme list by any means,
Yeah.
but it's like just a nice feeling of like winning it. And hopefully I'm running it in a tournament in a couple of weeks as well. So we'll see how it goes.
I think I'm going to take my pro infantry to that tournament.
Yes.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's battle report. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, make sure that you like and subscribe and all that kind of good stuff. And if you want to really go the extra mile when it comes to supporting the channel, then please consider becoming a channel member or Patreon supporter. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And of course, as always, I'll see you guys next time.